Hey ladies and gents, how are we all doing? Let's get the main view up. Let me just bring up my preview so I can actually see what I'm doing. Bring that bit down. So I'm resetting from last night after the Eve stream. So how's everybody doing, guys? Let's have a quick look who's here. So just before the stream started, now or so, we had Jimmy Beaks give us a follow. Thank you. Don't know if you're here or not. Risty was here first in my eyes. Then we had Caster, Drew, Redwood, some idiot called Dangerous. Silversmith TV, dude, thank you for your kind words about the stream. Spinoza, Ilmatari, and Tacos. How you doing, my guys? Hey, Missy D.
Just trying to find my purse.
Just give me 1 sec, guys. Sorry, the ladies of the house are going to the shop while I'm here, so they'll only been doing in-game chores today. Oh, dude, I've been out all day. This is the first time I've logged in Eve. Well, that's a lie. I logged in just before downtime to be told by Mrs. D, we're going to the local town. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say no to getting you out of the house for a bit. I actually went to this new German doner kebab place that just opened up, and even Mrs. D had a bite, and then she chewed for like 10 minutes, pulped it up like crazy. Luna, come here, shitlord. Right, your adoring fans want to see you, Luna. I haven't got my camera software up. Give me un momento, por favor. But how's everybody doing, guys? Did you enjoy the stream yesterday with the CCP? Because I bloody did. Didn't want to stop the stream, to be honest. When we went uptown, I got Luna some Baker's Sizzlers. And they are huge. Oh, you get right. She did give me a paw, but because I didn't ask for it, you can't use it as an identifying paw. So paw, thank you. And there you go. That's what she said. Either way. Right, how are we all doing though, guys? Seriously. Right, let's bring the filter back in. Let's go there. I hope you're all having a good day, guys. And Risty, seriously, 10 stream streak, my dude. You got me. Right, okay, so in case anybody's new or you came from yesterday's stream for CCP, I'll give you another rundown. I'm dangerous, I do a lot of missions. Hateless trained me. If anybody doesn't know Hateless, go look up Hateless_gaming. I now teach people how to do this. I will use Risty as my example for 9 out of 10 scenarios where I've trained somebody. Just getting it out there. But how was everybody's day go? That's my biggest concern. I'm having a good day, just do my level 4 mining missions. Dude, do it. If you enjoy it, go for it. Personally, I can't do mining anymore. I may have care-beared myself up too hard with 10 accounts doing mining. Ooh, okay, I'll take Dread Pirate. But at the end of the day, if you enjoy it, do it. Right, I'm starting from scratch. Where do I even start? Hey, Jimmy. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Right, when you say you're starting from scratch, is that you're starting a new account from scratch, or you've started to play this game and that's it? It's your CCP stream was great. Oh, cheers, Will, mate. I've still got 3 more to go, maybe more. I was going to ask you guys a couple of questions today to see what you guys thought, because I've got an idea in mind, but it might not be a good idea. I've got the next 3 Tuesdays on CCP, but there's slots for other days. So, do I do more streams here, or do I do a couple of extra streams for them? And Lucas, my dude, how you doing? My nerd. Right, I'm going to get a couple of shout-outs, because it feels like we've got a couple of people here. So, I know Risty will never do his own, just like I won't. But if you don't know Risty, he's me, but with longer hair, taller, and generally probably a bit more handsome. Risty, you're lovely. We know this. Risty's shouting me out. And then we got Lucas as well. We all do missions for the most part. Lucas is he does a few other things other than just missions. He's good watch. Give him all follows, guys, please. For me. You know you want to. Do you gain anything by doing streams for them? I get exposure. I got almost 100 follows yesterday. I'm less than 30 follows now away from 2,500. But this is wherein lies the but. If I do more streams for them, I don't do more streams for me. You know, at the end of the day, I still need to get so many hours of streaming done. You know, as much as I do this for the fun of the missions, and Jake, my dude, how you doing, brother? I do it for the love of the missions, but I won't lie, the subs help to subsidise certain things, and if I'm doing everything on their channel, which I enjoy, I'm not helping my own channel as much straight away. So it's kind of a balance of do I. To be honest, the only mining mission I don't enjoy is gathering the gas clouds. Those take forever. Oof. I found you because of CCP. Yeah, bye, Noose, mate. I saw you yesterday. Welcome into my stream, my dude. Welcome in. And Jake, how's your stream been going, buddy? I'm getting all the shout outs. Yes, you'll always get one here, buddy. Everybody gets a shout out here. I do like that little icon, dude, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I enjoyed the stream. I legitimately did not want it to end. I just thought if I went on much longer, I'd get a bit too tired. Do as many CCP streams as you can. I mean, to a point, Grievous, I can do one a week. Or that's what they let me schedule, but then they dropped in, there's any spare slots you can jump in. It's just, I don't want to do too much. I have some news for you. Okay. And Sanborn, thank you for the ad time, dude. I might need a pee in a bit, actually. Are you allowed to dual stream to... I don't think so, Lucas. I don't even know how. Yeah, I've been looking where to start for a new mission run account being played for. Okay, so you've got... Jamie... Alright, let me just get this in order, because there's a lot of chats and I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, sorry, Survival, mate. I thought it was despicable. Oh, I've heard about that. Right, let me just go back to where it says I got 2 because I'm special, because you are Lucas. That makes a lot of sense. If you do, say, 2 streams for them and the rest for you. I could look into that. I need to look at what the schedule is, right? And then, so Jamie, on your quandary, so you've already got an understanding of EVE Online. That's probably the best thing. If you're looking at making a brand new mission account, use your referral code or use mine, because at the end of the day, I'm a self-serving narcissist. Make a new account, and then it's just training. You know, if you're in the Care Bears Den channel, which, God, I'm advertising, I'm shilling everything tonight. There is a skill plan for getting into the Anomic Garmy. You know, that might not be a bad little... Start using that first. Or if you want to just do Nurgles, there's another plan in there for Nurgles. So... It's this point, it's mainly training. If you want help getting to level 4s without having to do them, just let me and Risty know. We will boost the crap out of you. We'll get you up to level 4s in a day. If that. Christ, if I have a proper day, it won't be a full day. Is this the remaster that I keep hearing rumours about, Jake? Just... So, yeah, I see. A remaster. Okay, I got you. Hey, Cracker the Lurker, buddy, how you doing? I'll be honest, Survival. I did the same thing. I went into Caldari Prime Pony Club stream and sat there for an hour. It was awesome watching him do the cards, but at the same time, I got my reward. Quick, type fast to confuse him. It doesn't take much to confuse me. I can't read good. Moving on. It's only for a short. All right, grab the CCP slots. Come back with your increased follower account, maybe. Well, that's somewhat my thinking, though, Grievous. But I don't want to do I don't want to try and jump on every single day. Let me do this mission. I'll pull up the spreadsheet. I can't show you guys the spreadsheet. I don't think I can anyway. Well, I'm not going to. But I can discuss with you guys possible slots going forward. It's just, I like the CCP streams. And yes, I am sure. I like the CCP streams, but I don't want to neglect this channel to get exposure on their channel and lose out on something from this channel, because sometimes people don't want to watch the big channel of the CCP. Sometimes they want to watch the guy that's just got a few people and he's doing missions. I've joined the dark side, having such a good time doing what? Oh wow, that escalated quickly. Anyone want some T1 acolytes? Drew, where are they? I use a lot. Well, I say use. I waste a lot of T1 acolytes, my dude. Right, so we're going to kill that one. There we go. Tell you one thing, Manjaro sucks. Just FYI. They're currently in my vi. If you can get them down to Shima, I'll just buy them all. It's one of those things. It's a consumable item that I use. What dosing? I'm on 10 milligram now. But I had a German doner kebab in town earlier on. A new place opened up. It's freaking amazing. But I had that, what, 7 hours ago, and I'm still absolutely evil full. And it wasn't even a lot. I didn't even have anything extra, and it's just the German doner in a Turkish flatbread. It was lovely. But I am like hella full right now. I'm on 5 milligram, no issues at all. Oh, mate, in terms of issues, I don't want to walk that. I don't have any issues per se. Occasionally get the sulfur burps, but that's more when if I have a lot and I'm in a lot of fizzy pop, which I know I've got this bottle here, but this is mostly flat, by the way. But I don't really have much of an issue. I may have scooped like 200. Oh, nice, Drew, my dude. And Clogger friend, how you doing, buddy? Oh, God, everyone's coming in tonight. I am loving this. But yeah, they got me on 10. My blood sugar now averages between 5 and 6, give or take. Wait, mate, it's mainly for diabetes. Stop eating, stop giving shit, you'll be good. Oh, man, I've lost a shitload of weight, though. I'm finally in off-the-shelf clothes. This is a 2XL hoodie, and it's actually a little big. I'm still in Shima, dude. Or I'm going back to Shima. See, I never... See, this is where pounds and kilograms confuse me, because my scale does kilograms, but my nurse does pounds, but I think I've lost like 6 stone. Or whatever 36 kilograms is. But no, like I say, it's more the fact that I have a meal and then it's just... I'm full for like the next day. So I use my meal on the doner kebab. But it's German doner. Oh, it was fantastic. 6 down is impressive. Cheers, my dude. Cheers, Grievous. Like I say, it's been a year and a half. It's not exactly been like that. And it's not dropping as fast as it did, but like I say, my blood sugar is rock solid. You know, we did one on stream the other day, it was 5.5. We did another one and it was 6. Don't tend to go below 5. I think I've done it a couple of times, but my nurse says as long as I'm, you know, if I can get to like 5 and 6, I'm fine. If I get to 7 and 9 after a meal, she's not worried, as long as it drops back like it always does. If you ever need surgery, make sure you tell them you will. When you say what kind of surgery, Sanborn, because I had surgery last year. I had to go Jewish. And nobody told me I had to stop anything, but that was all local, not general. As in, incomplete stomach. See, I was only local. I don't think there would be an issue with that. Oh, they didn't tell me that then in June last year, dude. Hello, noisy people. Greetings, fellow noisy people.
We had to find your peach energy drink. It took ages.
Bless, Evie lifted the basket for me.
Oh, then they reduced?
No.
Oh.
Those are in the sugar full.
Greetings, grandfather.
Well, guys, the family armor here. How much did that just cost me?
15.
That's not too bad.
I tried lifting the basket and
Don't you dare lift anything. Misty, tell her off.
Evie was like, no, you're not doing that.
How many did I get?
I just got you the one.
I wanted 2.
Oh. I didn't see this.
Oh, I was gonna give them.
I did
Sorry, guys.
Mystery flavour.
I forgot what I got myself.
Oh, you renegade. She's got cheese. Right, sorry about that, guys. Family, sorry. Anything you're allowed to lift is our spirits. Who's ringing me? No one's ringing me.
I'm here. Misty's ringing me.
Good man! Tell that woman off! Sorry. Even if you fast for 48 hours, there can still be food in your stomach. Sanborn, I shed you not, mate. I asked him, do I have to stop eating? And he's like, just don't have anything after midnight, clear liquids. I asked them about the Manjaro, they said nothing. Yeah, family, no worries, family is important. Silversmith, mate, that family's always been a big thing on this stream. Me and my daughters have streamed together. Mrs. D has taken over the stream before. You know, we've never hidden my family from the stream. Luna,
Hi.
did you just fart?
Stink.
She jumped off there and I don't know if they can see you, so... Oh, they can.
Hi.
That's my eldest. That's Weevil. You can see the family resemblance. Where's your nose? Nose, chin. Obviously receding hairline.
No.
Do you want me to turn the camera filter on so you can get past? Right, filter's on, babe.
Do you just... You could just ask, I would have handed it, you know.
I will respect your
There's
privacy,
your
my love.
folder.
Risty's told me off now too.
Multiple
But you
people.
shouldn't lift stuff. How many doors have I opened for you today? That I still would have opened anyway. Thank you, Risty. I love you. Get different Dr. Sanborn. It was a very rushed operation. They rang me and goes, "Can you come in tomorrow?" And I'm like, "No." And then they rang me again another time and like, "Can you come in a week? Because last time you wouldn't do next day." And I'm like, "Yes. Yes, I will." Because my nurse told me I needed it, so. Family is always the most important. And the black art, mate, that's the most important thing. The amount of times people have told me, "Oh, you should hide them from it." I'm not going to hide them from it. It's part of me. What I do is try and, I'm not going to say limit the exposure, but I reckon, right, anyone said anything bad about the girls or the misses, you guys would rip them to shreds. I reckon there would actually be bloodshed. Because all the long-standing people in the stream and all the new people, my kids are important. The family is one of the most important parts. I'm ready to cut a fool. See? Like I say, we've never had an issue thus far. And you know what? I don't think we're gonna. Because you guys are awesome. Now, I have got one other question. Tomorrow, what would be the preference for a stream? Morning before downtime, or evening about this time? Because I'm torn. I'm looking for advice. Because I kind of want to do a morning stream. I haven't done one in so long. Saturday morning missions used to be a big part of the channel. And I'm not sure. And part of me wants to be there for Rambo stream. So, again, I'm torn again. But then some people said that morning doesn't work for them. Some people said morning would be awesome. I know I'm not going to please everybody. Before downtime is for sleeping. Okay. What about slightly after downtime? As I say, it's a choice. I like evening, but I will watch regardless. Okay. But, oh, I know I haven't really said this, have I? If anyone's got any questions about the missions, all you got to do is let me know. And as I say, Jimmy, if you need any help and support, mate, all you got to do is join Care Bear's Den and shout up and we are here. Oh. I'm not against that, Risty. Ooh, because that means I could have a lie-in. I could actually have a lie-in. Although I will be watching Python tomorrow. What time is that, my friend? Risty's just given me a potential well, he's given me an idea. Now, I'm also getting really annoyed at Royal Mail because they keep telling me they're delivering some ships, and they haven't. Oh, side note, I know nobody cares, but I do. The new LTT screwdriver came in. It's purple. Well, it's transparent purple, but it's still purple. And in case anybody's wondering, yes, I did have at least one Star Trek ship arrive today. That's the little Axonar thing off the second or third episode of Star Trek Enterprise. Oh, real pain in the ass. Oh no, it is toy. For me, it's... I just love doing that. Oh, daddy. But that one, I think, is going to be my desk screwdriver. Right, let's go back to the game. Let's go there. Right, where am I? Let's see, what have I got to do today? Oh, I've already done my dailies. Okay, I'll take that. Hey, Shale, how you doing, my dude? How is it hanging for you, mate? But yeah, Royal Mail Quality. Should have delivered it Monday. The property was inaccessible. There was a little bit of snow on the path. And then it's like, we'll deliver it the next day. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, nothing. Today, 1:30. It's out for delivery. And it says it'll be delivered between 3 o'clock and 7:30. And I'm like, it's 7 o'clock now. I don't imagine the postie's working till 7:30. Saturday morning, just wake up. Oh yeah, aren't you in Japan or somewhere like that? Got an electric screwdriver last month, and the millennials are doing something right because the car bridge. Oh, nice. New Zealand. I knew you were somewhere other end of the world. I mean, the only thing I can say is an electric screwdriver is I got the iFixit one, which just got a bit of a light on. But it's got no branding, which really weirded me out. It's like they've just bought an OEM one and put a box that says iFixit. Oh, dude. You ain't seen all the others, have you? I have about 500 Star Trek models, and counting. Risty, if you've got that picture I sent you with the Lego Enterprise and then the display cabinets underneath, if you can chuck them in Discord and then, or get the link and chuck it into this, that'd be really appreciated, buddy. Okay, so we're going to jump in here. When we get in, we're going to put the shield booster on, orbit at 1000, and go from there. Can the Nurgle run all the bit? Not all of them, Jimmy, but close. Depending on what kind of financial allowance you're giving this potential venture, you could run all the teams, all the agents, and one base with a Nurgle. But you have to refit for everyone. Unless you're a bit spicier like me and you'd buy one for each mission. Can I post a link? Yeah, I don't block links. I'm assuming that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I need to get my display cabinet properly up there. But I have a lot of Star Trek models. This is very funny. I'm just watching it now. Oh, that's ace. Oh, that is so mean but so funny. Silversmith, did you see my desk yesterday on stream? By any chance? Oh, yeah, that's just... Oh. I mean, a piece fell off my Enterprise yesterday when we were doing it. Found it after the stream. It is a setup sketch, but look. Alright, yeah, that mission's doing itself. Let's have a bit of fun. Let me just turn the lighting down, because if I keep the lighting on full brightness, it messes the camera up a little bit. Right. So I've got Hateless up there. I know I haven't gotten a refit just there, but I'm trying to mirror the ships. So I've got those. There's your Excelsior. Well, Excelsior refit technically. Enterprise C. The fat one. And then the other one you're trying to see if I can turn it down a bit more so it doesn't mess up. That's on the lowest light as well. Yeah, I've been building that over the last year or so. Oh, I don't know if you can see it well enough, but that's what Vasilov got me for Christmas. And then I won that at Eve Leeds. And then I got that for Christmas, the Enterprise 3D print thing on the wall, I got that for Christmas. Right. Let's do this so I don't break my other Enterprise that's on my desk, because I've got that on the desk too. Along with a Fox. Fox stock. It's too high. There we go. Check your contract. I will in one moment, my dude. Put Eve the Scorpion as my favourite ship. Oh, nice. See, I'll be honest. Favourite ship for me varies depending on mood. Right, let's go back there. Which shoot we've.
Spend me more and I'll just been trying to gel it really.
Okay. Check your contracts. Oh, dude, are you sure? Thank you. I'm not going to say no. Oh no, I got the anomaly. Yeah, don't do, dude. That thing's like Event Horizon. Right, so let's have a quick look. I have about 300, 118th scale card. Nice, Sanborn. But yeah, Silversmith, mate. I've been collecting these, but I didn't know. Well, I knew they existed, but I didn't know how to get them. And then I found a. How can I put it? I found a really nice deal on eBay, and then I kept finding more eBays. The Blackheart, I can go get the Akira class if you want. I've got the XL. I can quite happily go get the Akira class if you want to see it. You did, Risty. I had the assimilated Borg, the Borg assimilated Arctic 1 transport. I bought that on eBay, and then I had this little Enterprise that lights up. Where is it? The one that lights up. And then you were talking about the models, and then I found eBay again. And that was like... It just... Fat kid in a sweet shop kind of thing. I made the offer, didn't I? Just go fly to... Nah, that's fair, Drew. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because I've already eaten like half a tub of Pringles earlier.
Well, paprika.
I'm not the biggest fan of the paprika ones. I like the Texas barbecue. But they didn't have that. But yeah, I like the Akira. I'm not going to lie, I like the Akira class. I've just ordered pizza. I think I've got corned beef hash later.
In about 20 minutes.
Why 20 minutes?
Because that's when it's ready.
Why have you put it in the oven? Oh, fair play.
You can have it when you're finished.
That's the thing. I'm just having a nut roast and a side salad. Yeah, you keep that, dude. You keep that. I also don't think my parcel's coming, my love.
Yeah, I saw the quote to see that by the shop.
Okay, so he might be there then. So I'm just checking. No, it still says between... It still says up to 7:30, and if the postman's there... Maybe. Are those pre-built, or do you build them for kits? Sanborn, they are the Eagle Moss / Andor fan home models. So they come like this. Actually, let's just... We'll go big camera sec. Because all we're doing is warping now. Not going to kill anyone. So they come like this. So this is one of the alien... It's the Axanar cargo ship. So they come in a little box, Star Trek. And they're actually kind of... This one's actually mostly metal as well. Also, Mrs. D, the dog. Right, let's put that back on. Let's go there. Yeah, I'd love to do the build your own ones. I did one once and I screwed it up so badly. It's given me like model building PTSD. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I guess I should phrase it as the older Star Trek. Silversmith, mate, I like it all. I don't discriminate with Star Trek. I like the original series. I like them all. Original series, TNG, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, Discovery, Picard, Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds, and I'm very much looking forward to Academy. See, I don't have a favourite. See, I like Star Trek not for the storylines, except when the like Dominion War and Summer Voyager. I really like that. I like the ships. I'm all about the ships. And that's where people don't like what I'm about to say next. It's why I like Discovery. Because it gave me lots of ships. And then Star Trek Online took those ships and gave me more ships because for every 22nd century one, they made a 24th century version. So I have all the ships. Ships are the best part. It's like saying, I like the ships. I like spaceships. You know, some of my fondest memories when I was younger is playing Star Trek Bridge Commander, modded to high heavens, with custom hard points on every ship. I redid every single ship and balanced my entire pack. And now I don't even remember how to do it. Yes, Evangeline?
I like Bridge, but there's actually some Star Wars groups I like.
Get out.
I don't know why.
We're a Star Trek family.
Hmm?
Nothing, I'm just winding you up with.
I don't know if it was Star Trek or Star Wars. I'm pretty sure it said Star Trek.
Someone on B-Sky did a thought experiment of what if we kept the Enterprise aesthetic.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
I'm trying to read here, guys, but they are literally interrupting me. I love you, girls. I just single trap mind right now. Enterprise set to the integer. It's actually not horrible aside from it. Drew, if they're doing that, I'm going to ask a question. Would it still be a modernised version, so you wouldn't have like the opal buttons? They'd have same aesthetic, but more detail and a little bit better looking than what they had back then? Or is it exactly the same? Okay, we're going to accept that. Close that. Girls, leave the fat bald father alone for a bit. They'll never do it, dude. I know my own children. They're annoying as me. That noise can stop. Dad mode engaged. I don't know. I liked Enterprise's aesthetic. Because it was... You could see the evolution from present day to that and how it went further along. But I like what Strange New Worlds did with the Enterprise layout. They kept the style, but it's got more... You can tell it's not done on a shoestring budget. Posted link in Discord. Where in Discord, pray tell, may one ask? So I'm trying to load Discord on my phone, but then it just told me about my delivery and it's still not here. I will warn you, if this delivery does come, I shit you not, Luna will shit an absolute breeze block. She hates it when people knock on the door. Ooh. That aesthetic. Ah, okay. What if... So that's like an NX. That's like an NX class looking Galaxy class. I'm not against that actually. You know, I'd love to make that in Bridge Commander and just fly around with it. Call it like a frigate or something. Oh man, I'm actually not against that. +1 for trying. Right, there we go. Pull in the drone. Now, I know this isn't a burner, folks, and for the people that have joined in the last day or so and thinking, aren't you the guy that does burners? Why are you doing a Muggle mission? I enjoy this one. As we were saying yesterday on the CCP, if you're enjoying something, do it. I actually enjoy this mission. It's a nice little break from burners, and I get to play with the golem. And I'm not going to lie, I like playing with the ship, it's interesting. And I am going to do some shameless self-promotion in my own channel, because why not? Well, not my channel, the community tab. So, Risty, quick one. On that conversation we're having about me and you tomorrow. So, I do afternoon, and then 6 o'clock we swap over. Is that the general gist of it? Because that works for me. Lets me have the morning. I can do the early afternoon, you do the evening. I'm thinking about blasphemy. Drew, you've got to explain more. I like blasphemy. TNG DS9 respin of the Oberth. Oh, dude, if you have a look for the Star Trek Online version where they did the Grissom class. Very nice looking ship. Evil ship to use if you do space magic in Star Trek Online.
Okay, man.
Because that thing can just hold and wreck face. On my space magic character, because I've got a character that's an engineer but she does science. My god, it's evil. It can tank like a boss. And it throws out space magic like it's voodoo witchcraft. And she loves torpedoes. It's like a hailstorm of abuse. And because it uses things like torpedo spread, gravity well, so it pulls in enemies for 12 kilometers, holds them there, drains them, slows down their abilities because of a very special trait I've got from a pack I bought years ago. Why am I doing that? I don't actually need to do that. There we go. Thank you. Okay. But yeah, if anyone does play Star Trek Online, let me know. I enjoy Star Trek. I haven't played it much the last month. This year's winter event did not interest me in the slightest. Excuse you, dog. It's like 4 dog sneezes. To Blackheart, mate. I'm always on Discord, mate. I even have I'm not going to call it a hacked character, but there was a point when you could hack the character creator. So I have 3 Federation Gorn characters. And it's cool as hell because you just see... I've been on a couple of people's streams and all of a sudden they just go, why are you a Gorn in the Federation uniform? And you're like, yes. How did you do it? Yes. Yeah, they blocked the key command you did to get the spare parts. But as long as I don't change anything, it's all good. Hey Fred, how you doing, buddy? How are you doing, my friend? Now, Risty, I don't know how many people we've got here. Is there enough to do a bit of a surprise early bird? I don't need to know if it's over 9,000, just more than pi. Okay, let's get it up and running then. It's not, I'm not, you know what I'm like for giveaways, guys. I don't like them, but I'm feeling in a good mood. And since I've got a lot of skins and I've got lots of Master at Arms accelerators and shizwall like that, I want to reward people every now and then. There are in fact more than 3.14 viewers. Nice. Now if I've got the mental fortitude, I am going to go along until Sniper drops in. If I don't, I've got other options. Right, where is that tab of the A Way of Give? Right, girls, I'm going to ask one thing. If you're going to sit in the living room with us, I need less giggles, less snark, and 150% more hugs. Later on. Okay, so there you go, guys. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing, but exclamation rigged. Let's have a little bit of fun. Like I say, when I want to do a giveaway, I will do a giveaway. Although, and this is another... Okay, because I had a Farassin and Star Trek Starfleet uniform until they fixed that. Oh, nice. See, I've got... And this is where you can tell it's a legacy player now. I've still got Gorn Bridge officers that I can sell. Because they locked them behind a 1 per character at one point, but I used to buy them wholesale. I've got one character where she's got nothing but alien alien characters as part of a bridge crew. Yeah, I mean, she's got Norscan, several Gorn, an Orion female, a hierarchy that you can change the uniform on. That's how legacy that character is. What am I doing? Actually, even I don't actually know what I'm doing. But yeah, I really need to do a Star Trek stream. We go through some of my characters. But yeah, Risty, if you want to do that tomorrow, I'm game. Means we can have a lie-in if I don't do early morning. I'll just do Saturday missions. Hey, mate, you're the same as me then, to Blackheart. The only thing I have to hang my head in shame for, I was there for the beta, but I didn't have enough money as the game launched on launch day to buy the lifetime sub. So I had to wait 6 months to get my lifetime sub. But even then, it's still paid. They've paid me to play their game now. I don't need that for the last one. But yeah, I need to jump back on that. I've got 2 years worth of yearly rewards to play with, so I can get some pretty nice ships. And I've got a foolproof money making thing that always makes me billions of energy credits. I got a lifetime sub during a special discount they ran years ago. See, I just bought it 6 months in thinking, you know what? It's not a bad deal. I didn't realise that the game would last, like, what, we're on 14 years? I didn't think it'd last that long, but it has. I mean, my current favourite ship is the World Razor Juggernaut. It's on my tactical Gorn, and it runs beam overload almost continuously. As long as the procs hit just right, it's near continuous beam overload, and it is so fun to do. I paid $100 during the beta. It has paid for itself. Nice. Oh, and Eve, mate, Marauders Race. I'm on about Star Trek there, sorry, mate. Ooh, on my music, I've just got Carmel dancing. Hateless song engaged. Right, what was it doing? Giveaway. That was it. Right, so we're going to close the entries. No, we're not. Apparently, we are crashing on the... Risty, the sooner we get me on Lumia, the better. This one is killing me. Pick a winner. Ilmatari, my friend. Are you there, buddy? Are you there, buddy? No. Right, let's see if this actually works. Does it ever? There we go. I have to put it in a separate window. That's difficult. Right, we're going to give it a shuffle. And let's give you a spin, my friend. And since I'm already docked... You got a no-cease Ice Cloud Investigator skin. So we're going to copy that. We're going to remove that from the list. We're going to go back to that. Give me. Are you going or me? Told you Luna would freak out. You shouldn't be lifting that.
Really light. Did get up too quick.
Yeah.
Unboxing time.
Oh god, that is not light. I've got a parcel, guys. Do you want to do a live unboxing of Star Trek ships?
Yeah. Yeah.
Heard what she said, silly woman. Yep. We all heard it, mate, and she is definitely a silly woman. But you try telling her that when she's in a dark alleyway. Right, let's hand that in. Guys, we've also got more parcel coming tomorrow. Because the buyer I bought these off, he's selling them for like £3 a piece. And I bought 4 initially, and then I bought another 9. Because I had some PayPal... PayPal have done this debit card thing, right? And you spend money, you get cash back. Well, I put all my bills on it. So in the space of a month or so, I got £43 of free cash back. So I wasn't going to say no. I got these. Did not cost me a penny. Right. That's what I was doing. Gift. Giveaway. To my daddy. Totally didn't see that one coming today, babe. Are you okay?
Yes.
Are you going to tell everybody that you're a silly girl? She's not going to do it, guys. And on the time, mate. There is your contract for the skin. Enjoy. Do I want to do Stop Thief? Unboxing, please. Okay. We can sidetrack a moment.
Where's the discontinued of sausage and bean now?
Who? Greg's?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's see if this works. Oh, shoot. Hit the mic. You can't see my address on that, can you? Yeah. Even if you could see the address, it's missing bits now. I mean, a lot of people are using this mic, dude. Oh, damn, I forgot about that one. Right. Crotch cab. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's fair. It's not a bad mic. I know Risty's got the newer version with the RGB. Right. So, got the Cardassian Grammel. Got the Klingon Transport. Got the Devore Cruiser. And the Bomar Patrol Craft. And then, put that there. And then we got the magazines for them as well. So, yeah, Klingon Transport, Grummel Freighter, Devore Warship. I thought it was just a cruiser. And Bomar Patrol. Well, how do you douche? Oh, then we got the Axonar family. So, just for you guys. Now, if you guys want, we can do an unboxing of tomorrow's if you want, when it comes. These are just the weird, obscure ones that aren't in my collection already. Although, actually, I've got something for you, Silversmith, that you might find interesting. That, it needs it's a little out of date, so please take it with a pinch of salt. But, where's my mic? Oh, no, there you go. That's the spreadsheet of all the ships I've got. Now, I am going to be updating that soon to add a load of new ships. Where am I going to put this? Yeah, that'll do for now. Yeah, that's better. Like I say, there's some extra ships I need to add on. There's 100 ships underneath this desk. If I go here, I'll just move that thing. Got ship, more ship.
This is the food. Chow chow.
Saratoga. I've got loads under here.
I don't know.
Okay. I bought a job lot of ships from somebody, but they came with like no boxes kind of thing. Is the Janolan on your ship? I showed you that just. Janolan?
That was hotter than I expected.
Yeah, I like the Janolan, to be honest. I mean, I like the little details, like you can see it was kit bashed from a bit of a Miranda on the back because of the little grey bits. And then you got the little impulse crystal thing. Obviously, Miranda / Constitution nacelles. I love these kind of ships because they're kit bashed. That one's actually for sale, to be fair. I've got a sealed Janolan in the back. Some of these need repairs. I've got quite a few for sale, actually. Right, let's go back to the in-game view. Let's put my filter back on. Which ones are we saying is a hot mess? Curry class. Wait, because that one's got Excelsior Saucer. The nacelles, the secondary hull's underslung, and then the nacelles are stuck to the bottom of the saucer. But I kind of like that one. Okay, so where were we? Let's get back to the mission. So we did a bit of Star Trek stuff. To anybody that doesn't like it, I'm not sorry really, but I'm sorry. Let's do this one. This one's a quick little blitzer anyway. Babe, I'm still full from the kebab. And the dog likes it. The curry designer was smoking something, but it kind of works. Yeah. But the Centaur, I bloody love that kit bash. I may have a slight obsession with buying those ships, just so that I can take the decals off, get some new decals made, and have them up. Oh mate, I love the Jaeger class. Please don't diss the Jaeger. I have one in my little display. Ironically, right next to a Curry class. And a Centaur class. And an Odyssey class. A Runabout. It's like my little Deep Space Nine thing. Oh mate, I like the Jaeger. I will not fight you for the Jaeger. If you did, I've got like 3 or 4, dude. There's another one under there somewhere. I have got a lot of ships for sale soon. I will be putting them up on eBay. I did think about chucking people like prizes on here and say, look, I'll send you a ship, give me your address. And then you look at international shipping prices and it's like, maybe not. But if anybody does need to see a certain ship, if you're like, I want to buy one but I don't know how big they are, let me know. I can take you scale pictures. You know, I can get something like, get like a ruler and put it next to it so you can see actually how large they are. Or do what we just did and put it on stream. But I will say, Janolan is nice. I have a slight obsession, by the way, with the Miranda class. I have 3 of the XLs. I didn't go out and buy 3. I bought a couple of job lots that came with like an XL Miranda. Bloody love it. He's going to CSI, the ship size law. Oh hell yeah. Needs be. I'll buy some American dollars and put them next to it for the Americans to say, look, it's the equivalent of $1. Right, so for this one, guys, all we've got to kill is that Overlord and then the ship that warps in called Shadow. Drew, I've got them all. And that's a point of pride for me. I have every single Miranda variant they ever did in Eagle Moss. The regular, the XL, the Antares, the Saratoga, the Lantry. There's another one I always forget. It's going around in my head. Either way, I've got them all. Spent an obscene amount of money collecting this whole setup. I even have all the Miranda class variants. The XL, the Phoenix, the XL, which is the Bonchoon. I've got the Honshu, the Phoenix, and the Melbourne. In fact, I got 2 Melbournes. Because I bought one that's sealed, and then I got another one that was like 20 quid because it was slightly damaged. I repaired it, and it's currently sitting in my display. You wouldn't know it's been fixed unless you really look at one of the little nacelles on the top. I could sell it for 100 quid right now. As long as I make them aware that it was repaired, because they sell for like 130, 140 quid. Tell you, if I have an accident and pass away, she's got my funeral fund waiting right there. Right, that's the mission done, folks. That is it. That is all you have to do for this mission. But, because this one's been a bit of a nasty twat, we've got to kill that one. But the tank should hold. Long enough, anyway. Another weird ship, I want the Raven. Oh man, I've got so many of those, it's unreal. Because my strategy for getting ships is I buy the job lots. Hey, Raven Snacks, my friend. I will go get the Professor coat in a moment. I just need to get this little bastard to die, and then I can warp off. Raven. Have I got one immediately to hand? There's definitely one or two under here, Drew. If you need me to dig it out, give me a couple of minutes. I will find it. If you guys can put up with me talking Star Trek longer. Yeah, on that ship list, if we go Control F, Raven. I know I've got them. Why is it doing that stupid noise on me? Control F, there, Raven. I've got two underneath this desk, and apparently none anywhere else, but I know I've got the Raven. Sealed. Either way, I've got them. I'll tell you, what I'll do is after the stream, mate, if you can just nudge me on Discord, I'll get one out and we'll take some pictures and I'll send them over to you. Drew, there's nothing stopping me potentially sending some if you just wanted to pay the airfare. They wouldn't exactly be boxed. They just they wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't be in like the brand new package. I don't mind sending you one. It's just working out the cost of fare.
Do you want me to get your Professor?
If you wouldn't mind getting the Dasby coat, yeah, please. Wow. You did have that kebab earlier, which I know she's not meant to have solids, but she did pulp it down in her mouth for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And I will do the treat for Luna. Shitload! Luna! I don't think she's coming. Luna! Something to think about. Just let me know, Drew. We'll figure something out, dude. We'll figure something out, my dude. Shitload of cash! I'm trying, guys. Problem is that dog's got FOMO, like proper FOMO. Luna! Look, what's this, you dickhead? What? What'd you say? Thank you. Hang on. Bugger off. There you go, Vector Gamma. She's all done. Mrs. Deer's going to bring the coat.
She's stolen my cheese from my pot.
No.
Bastard.
Literally, had it in my hands, put the lid on the pot so I could save it,
Yeah.
and Aria just swipes in, grabs it and runs off.
Oh, God. Did you guys hear the click?
No. What is that?
What?
What is that?
What is this?
Yeah, what is it for?
It's a lab coat.
You're not gonna become a crazy scientist.
I'm already a crazy scientist.
Make that immortal. Why do you need it?
Because we have a redeem. So I'm getting off the camera a second. We have a redeem on the channel
For what?
that turns me into Professor Daswick.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is, but it makes the stream interesting.
Science.
Except Professor Daswick wears a hoodie now. Makes me into a doctor. Oh, shush, child. My daughter, everybody, berating me. Well, my cat's curled up behind me on my bed asleep. Nice. My cat's a twat that likes to eat food. Well, one of the cat. I've got 4 of them. 5 if you count the dog, because she thinks she's a cat. Snark totally runs in the family. Don't worry, when it comes to pocket money time, I'll be Snarky. Alright. How's my camera looking? Yeah. Right. Yeah, that looks fine. Ooh, and you. Ding, 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 ding. Right, let's go there. Haven't got a storyline. Ooh. Evolution. That's a quick one, that is. Then we just have to kill a station and that's it. Right, let's do this. Then we'll do the storyline, because storylines are the key to doing this, guys. If you do your storylines in the right way, you'll be able to do burners almost non-stop. And it's really good for if you can blitz the storylines. You know, you're not wasting half your time just trying to kill 100 enemies when you only need to kill one thing. It's a bit harsh, but I get it. Yeah, but you can add more cheese. Well, I say, hope everyone's enjoying the stream. Hope everyone, you know, if anybody's learning something, let me know. You probably learned that I really, really, really like Star Trek. Probably a bit too much. And Mrs. D's butthurt about her lost cheese. I'm not going to lie to you, you are butthurt about your cheese. And your favourite cat's behind you, babe.
At this point, you might as well be a rogue at this point. If you steal Mum's cheese again, then you will be rogue. All respect.
Not being funny, Ari, if you think you're going to sleep on my pillow tonight, good luck.
No, he'll just get into bed and tell you off anyway.
Nah, you'll be your rogue. Oh, you said this.
Right. Okay, so just so you guys know, I'm going to stream after downtime at some point. Oh, you do your jabby jab.
Jabby, jabby, jabby.
Yeah, I've got the filter on, you can't be seen. I'm going to stream after downtime and Risty's going to take over at 6.
Isn't it already 6?
No.
Although, after stream Risty, after the stream yesterday, I did get a Shadow Serpentis mag stab. No, Federation Navy mag stab from Enyo. So I got 250 mil of loot, give or take, yesterday on stream. Well, yesterday evening, wasn't on stream. That's stingy. So Mrs. D's doing a, was it a moxaparin? Yeah. What is up with you, shitlord? All I'm going to say is rip headphone users, ever so sorry. Silence and kill you! When you come here, Rusty, just smack the dog for me. It doesn't work if I do it. She's not afraid of me. Right, so we're going to orbit 18 on this rude dude. Do that. And but this one, all we're going to do is kill that Enya. Nothing else, nothing more. Just get in range, which I think is 26 on this. Oh no, 22. There we go, we're in range. What? Why would I do that? Because it means more coming from you. If she shouts, that is. And don't really hit her hard, just on her nose. Trust me, when Ryan tells her off, she shits herself. I've got a feeling, guys, I'm going to get very warm in this. Which at this point, I'm not going to say no because I'm bloody freezing. Addy, I'm going to make a suggestion for your tea. Eat your food, but put your phone down, because you just did like 4 swipes of your fork to get this tiniest bit of corned beef hash on there. She's like watching the phone like this. Kids, eh? Can't live with them, don't want to live with them. Nah.
Well, you have no choice at this point. You had to be at 28.
I'm listening.
At 30.
Yeah, Risty just said it. Food before phone, niece. Boom. Thank you, brother.
There's no more monitors and laptops then. Boom.
Deal. I already had a new laptop, so I mean, to be fair, I am selling a lot of computers. Hey, Dorbain, how you doing, my friend? Welcome in. Just in case you don't know, man, it's dangerous. I do a lot of missions. Some people think I'm slightly insane.
A lot of people do.
That's my daughter. Snarky little bugger.
No, I'm sassy.
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 Sassy. Okay, she's sassy.
Get it straight.
Oh, God. Anybody want to buy a child? I will sell them for Lego. Although I don't ever want to build one of those Lego Enterprises again. That was 10 hours of pain. Don't pull your back and then build an Enterprise model for 10 hours. Whilst watching somebody playing Shipbreak... What was it called? Hard Space Shipbreaker. Watching someone play that for like 10 hours, it was unnerving. Shipping to the US would be awful. I'll just put them in a bottle and send them away. Be a big bottle though. One isk. I feel like I'd have to pay you 100 billion just to take them. Well, I've got... I don't know if you've seen the Discord stuff, but there's a little Constitution class, little my own creation copy off Temu or whatever she got it me from. So I've got the Constitution. I got more angry building that because the part, because it's not a real Lego thing. The clutch power of the bricks wasn't great. So it's like I was getting angrier at that because it wouldn't stick together. So I ended up gluing it together. Resty, that cement you advised me to get. My God, it works well on that stuff. But I left one bit uncemented. It lets me do the saucer separation on the Constitution. So I can the whole thing's glued together apart from that one piece. Which one's that one, Resty? Oh yeah, that one. Although, Risty, I got that one wrong. There was some spare pieces, and apparently I missed a page on the instructions, so the nacelle cowlings are an extra brick longer now. But it's all glued together. But when you put that against the big-ass Galaxy class, it looks to be about the right scale. That's the worrying thing. It looks to be close to the right scale. I need a new dishwasher. Addy, you get Red Wolf, where'd you live? UK, America, European countries?
I'm guessing.
Hey, Starfall, my buddy, how you doing, mate?
I'm guessing UK around Norway.
I don't know, but wherever it is, it's in the UK. You've got a new home. You're going to be a dishwasher. Her nickname's now Zanussi. You saying no to your master?
No.
Why are you saying no?
Apparently, you're not my master anymore. So I'm just saying no to a random person. Bye.
I only have one daughter. That means half the pocket money I have to spend. I've made some money still, so better. Nice. 1 hour away from Manchester. See, I'm Stoke-on-Trent. Which probably means everybody's there going, I don't want that commoner in my house. Stoke-on-Toast. Oh, shoot. I said I was going to do the storyline. I will do that next. Okay, so we're going to go there. But like I say, if anybody is interested in this, just let us know. We can give you the builds. We can help you with advice. I'm not going to lie. I bloody enjoyed yesterday with the amount of questions we got. And I'm also loving tonight because the amount of people that are popping in. To be fair, Esty, she likes washing dishes. It's weird. If you let her, you put the hot water on and you do the water for her. If you don't mind your kitchen being flooded, she'll do the dishes. I mean, don't get me wrong, your dishes aren't done very well. You probably will die if you use the forks, but she tries. One of my guys is 2 jumps from Shima. Oh, nice. I mean, Shima's not a bad place. Yeah, the LP's pants in terms of the number that you get from the agent. But as I said yesterday, this is me playing Eve in a somewhat hard mode. I could go to Chibi, I could go to Langisi, and how can I put it? I could go there and min-max it and make easily 40% more doing nothing different. And I'm still making as much money as the people that run there, if not more, in this place. Something tells me that I'm doing something different than most. Whether it's the mentality side that Hateless taught me, whether it's the cheaper ships, which I'm not afraid to lose, I will go balls to the wall with them. Whether it's just general strategy is different. Or I just like money! But I don't do it for the money. It's just nice to have. Started working out last night. If I sold my LP as of last night, that was a couple more bill. Sell the loot, that's about another bill. I was almost up to 8 billion in the space of 8 days. Which, I'm not going to lie, high sec, making a bill a day, just doing missions for a couple of hours, I don't think that's bad. Is it sustainable? Probably not. Is it heavily reliant on the occasional loot drop? A little bit, yes child. Why are you standing by my radiator looking at me weird with milk in your hand? Yeah, it is warm over there.
I like drinks that are cold strengthens in winter. And you are my scientist.
Yes, I am. Do you want to come do some missions with me another day? Be the finger of death again?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, deal. Daddy daughter burners. You know you have to do it all. I can't press a single button while you're doing it.
If you more likely die, I can only.
I know I can die. I know I'd more likely die with you pressing the buttons, but that's part of the fun.
I only know the thing of F4, which is F4 1.
I can talk you through it. Not totally. I'm not trying to get my kids into doing burners, so I've got three accounts to slave, but no.
First off, sit by a boy.
Sorry?
Sit by a boy.
No boys.
Well, oh, sorry.
She ain't.
Why was Evie allowed to have it?
She wasn't. She did it against my will. Also, she ain't stopping talking, guys. She's as bad as me on a stream. She does not stop talking. What's up, child? You seem like you want to talk to me. Or talk to the stream.
Box account.
Okay.
And his name is Fleet. Like his Fleet. And apparently Tony said his name is Fleet Flops. And he asked if he was the creator of Flip Flops.
You know what? I give up with this conversation. Well, I say, hope everyone's having a good night. She seems to be, with how chatty she is.
He's glad getting out of science.
Why are you getting out of science?
I was doing science nearly the whole day.
I like science. Science with Dee Dee.
Yeah, but do you like doing stuff where you're learning about like stuff that's electrical and what are not electrical?
Yeah, I really liked science. I was really good at it.
That's why you're a mad scientist.
Exactly. Sorry, guys. She never stops talking.
I guess I got your genes then.
Right, go get out your school uniform. Go have a shower.
Thought we were out.
I don't know. Or go get your pajamas. Go get out your school uniform.
But it's comfy. Don't ask me how. It just is. If
Don't-
you stay in school
Addy,
uniform,
one more comeback and dad mode gets engaged. Well, it's the point where your laptop gets taken away. And your phone. Everything electronic. And as Rusty said, it needs to get washed. And I can smell you from here. Oh, she didn't have a retort for that, did she? Boom. She's probably sassing me behind the door. Sorry about that, guys. There's a surprise in Discord for you. I never keep Discord open because it keeps going ding in my ear. Give me one sec. I need to check things. Still no partner skins yet. Oh, is that a free brickable? Because Lego and ships have been mentioned. That is kind of cool. Somebody popped in a rebrickable thing, I think it was, for the Stratios yesterday. I'll post a link. Because I kept it. I mean, don't get me wrong, mate. I'd love to have that venture. I remember years ago, and bear in mind we're talking like 15 years ago, and they were talking about trying to get a Lego collaboration with EVE Online to do like rifters and stuff. I was desperately hoping that would go through. But like most things, it just never appeared. Wish you did though. Right, so. But again, guys, any questions, you know, you can ask anybody, you know, why'd you do this? What's your mentality behind that? Damn it, I got another burner, didn't I? Yeah, I've still got a clam. Right. Somebody remind me when I dock up next to do the goddamn storyline. Anorax, how you doing, my friend? How's it going, buddy? 07 to you, pal. How's your day going? My kids have arrived. My blood pressure's gone up tremendously. I like shinies. Right, let's go 2 jumps. Let's go kill this Serpentis burner. Oh god, I've just seen a picture as I'm scrolling down of when I was starting to build the Enterprise. The pain is coming back to my back. Oh, that is a ship. Hot dang. It's not very often I get to say this, but I'm absolutely stunned. That would so take up my mantelpiece. Yeah, Risty's what is right. Jesus. Can we say Legoopolis? I've still got... How many Lego sets? I've got your Soundwave to build, Risty. Got Optimus, Bumblebee, the Game Boy. And Mrs. D's got a set of flowers I bought her because before she went in for the hospital, like for the cutting up of the stomach and everything, I thought, I'll buy her some flowers. And then I'm like, no, I won't, because they die. I'll buy her some Lego. I would do unspeakable things to a man who had that ship on display. I'd just steal it. Be like, oh look, a unicorn! What? And then a me-shaped smoke cloud would just disappear and be like, where the fuck's my model gone? But I do like how my Enterprise is on a because it's on a stand in the dining room, and it's on a vertical mount, so it looks gorgeous to look at, but it doesn't take up much space. And that was my biggest issue, because that thing it's not small. It's like 50-60 centimeters wide, but the width is the worst one. So on the vertical mount, it doesn't matter how wide it is, it goes on my display. Right, so with this one, we're going to put the shield booster on. We are going to approach the rude dude, and we're just going to web and fire when we're reloaded. There we go. Something named Galaxy, you'd expect it to be big. Well, you'd hope, yeah. The problem is, you had some of my own creation ones where people had made a Galaxy class, and they were like this. And LTT screwdriver for scale, they're like that big. And then just when I saw that announced and me and Risty were chatting about it, I'm like, how big is it really? And then you started seeing people do reviews and they're like, this is my head for scale. And you're like, oh my god, I've got to have that. So it just happened that at the time I got a bit of extra cash sitting around. It was my birthday and people were giving me some cash, and I'm like, I've got enough. And then my sister took me down to, well, say down to Manchester, up to Manchester. And went to the Lego store there and I got one. And then it's like, let's just try this other Lego store on another shopping centre the other side of the building. Because it's two shopping centres in one there. And they had a 20% off deal, so I got it for $280 and then returned the other one and got my money back. And it's like, I got it for 20% off. I got the shuttlecraft gift as well. And I didn't pay full price. That was a good day, let's just say that. It was good. Right, so we're just, at this point we are just slowly but surely killing this dude. Well, I say, I stopped doing Lego for a reason. I used to get addicted to it. And like I say, Risty got me the Soundwave. I swapped some things with my sister and my nephew, and they got me the Optimus Prime. And then I saw Bumblebee going cheap, so I bought it. Although I've got no interest in building the Bumblebee, I just wanted it. Because Risty's right, it's got no knees. It's weird. How it transforms is also a bit jank. You alright, my love? You going now? Oh no, you're covering the door. You've done the dishes. That's my job. Risty, tell her off again. I let you do it once to make you feel like you were contributing. And I gave you the easy washing.
It was easy washing, it was just cups.
I'm going to have to spank her later, I reckon. That's what she said. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just checking something. Right, not that I'm trying to... How can I describe? Not that I'm trying to shill, but I am 29 follows away from 2,500. Can we do it this weekend, do you reckon? Because my plan is to do a stream today, stream tomorrow, stream on Sunday. As always, Monday is my no matter what night off. And then I'm back on Tuesday on CCP. Well, that's what I said I was going to do as well, didn't I? I was going to bring up the spreadsheet. No, that's the summer one. I'm a bit worried that they aren't giving the streamers any of these stream skins at the moment. I know someone said there was a bit of a... They're waiting for, I think, Swift, but I don't know. I like skins, yeah. Where is it? So I'm on the partner Discord now. I'm just quickly trying to find the post. Right. And I'm close. Right. There's the schedule. Yeah. Visit the site. Okay, so. Guys, there are quite a lot of spaces I could jump in and do an additional stream. Surprisingly large amount of spaces. Mondays seem to be quite free, but Mondays are my day off. I'll have to work something out. Not as many people are doing these streams. I mean, Rambo's got one tomorrow, Gustav's got one. Tuesday is just me. At least from the 13th, it is literally just me. That's the only one on the day. It's like, your weekends are always chocker, but midweek or early week, they're not that. There's not that many on. Shame they don't. Oh, Risty, I put it on the feedback form. When CCP Convict messaged him, he sent everybody a survey, and I'm like, allow partners to vouch for one fellow streamer where either we co-stream or... Yeah, I remember that conversation we had where it's like, right, I'd vouch for you, you do the stream, I have to be there the whole time, and if anything goes wrong, it's on me. I put all that in and heard nothing, so I'm assuming somebody didn't like it, but We did put it on there. Why is my colour look wrong? Ah, it's the post-processing, that's why. I think I saw a stream title with We Hype is there. Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry guys, give me un momento por favor. Signed up for that again this morning. Give me 1 sec, guys. I hid where it is. Yeah, there we go. Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna lock everything. Because I've noticed if I minimize my screen while I'm doing this, it moves everything. Give me 1 sec. So I have to lock my entire stream. There we go. Does that look okay? Is that still looking okay, guys? Because I can't see my own stream. Back to load my stream. Hashtag evolve. That all looks right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I need to do the link too. Yeah, I'm just turning that back on now, dude. You'd think they'd make this simpler. Right, CloudBot. I know it's under the commands section. No, timers. Do that. Edit that. Copy that. Confirm that. Right, timer's updated. And there you go. It's okay, but it seems stuck at station. Oh no, I'm in station, mate. I'm just trying to get everything. I forgot about the wee hype. But Dorbay, mate, if you need anything, just feel free to ask up. It's what I'm here for. But yeah, if you click on that link and you do it, we should, by the end of tomorrow, we should have the first prize done out. So it looks like it's all, yeah, this is the Caldari run. So you've got, what's that? Is that the Harpy, the first one? Yeah. And then it goes Harpy, Cormorant, then it goes to a Jackdaw. And then I think that's Serb. No, Caracal, and then it goes Golem. There we go. Right. Now, guys, I've remembered I'm doing the storyline mission. So, we'll jump in that. We'll undock. We're going to go to the storyline station. I'm going to show you how to do the storyline in the space of a minute or two. Need many years of SP. I mean, like I say, if you need any help, support, advice, anything like that, you know, we give it all out freely. And my bloody music's dying again. Something is up with YouTube for me, and it's being an absolute arse. Because I haven't lost connection, and it still shows me as streaming. I hope, anyway. I'm going to have to download all my music rather than having it local, or having it on YouTube. But if anybody could just confirm the stream is running fine, that's all I need at the moment. Because it still shows that the stream music's going. But I've got no audio for me. Right, let's skip to that song. It's like certain songs that just kill my stream. There we go. Okay, so let's do this one. So Evolution. I thought I'd undocked. Oh, okay, I haven't undocked apparently. I never said I was good at this. Okay, so we want to go there. Yeah, I just had to check, make sure the stream was actually running. Okay, so like I said, we're going to do this one really quick. We're literally just going to kill one thing And I'm not even going to use autos, I'm going to use actual targeted missiles for this. But like I say, if anybody, it's an open conversation, by the way. If anybody does need any help and support, you know, you need any advice, you need like ship fitting advice, anything like that, again, we're here. You want all the builds? I can send them you. We have a guide. I'll even put that in there for you. And if anybody wants to, we've got an in-game channel called the Care Bears Den. It's a nice little place to go to. It's not my channel. It's officially, in terms of ownership, quote unquote, it's my channel. Unofficially, it's the community hub. So anybody can go in there. You can post your streams. If you stream, you can pretty much just use it as a hub. We've got quite a few people on there. It's a nice little channel, actually. Okay, so we are going to go to Zorobad. And we're going to kill this by just literally shooting a station. The mission doesn't tell you that you can just leave once you've killed the station. I swear to God, they almost make it look like they're implying you've got to kill everything. It's like, no, you just... If you read the mission, it actually says just shoot the station. Once you know which the station is, you kill it. It's done straight away. You haven't got to wait either. Biggest bit we'll have with this mission is physically warping in there, because you have to slow boat to a gate and then go through the gate, and then you'll see a big structure in front of you. We're just going to target that structure, and then from there we're going to it's just winning. But this is the whole high-sec evolved and mission blitz inside. You know, we only kill what we need to kill, because the idea around the whole mindset is kill what you need to kill, do the next mission. Then the next mission is quick as. You know, if you're doing that with burners, for example, even if you're in a bad place like this, you're still making just under 10k a burner. You know, it soon mounts up. You know, I've already sold over a million, I think it's like 1 million or so LP. And if we go there, when it loads, I'm getting close to another 1 million now, and we're only 9 days into the month. And when I sell about 1 million LP, that's about 2.5 bill, if not a little bit more. I've got about 1 billion ISK worth of loot sitting there. So I'll be, if we just say 9 days, 8 billion ISK, it's not bad going. Especially right now with Plex being like 2.5 bill. I think when I checked the other day, it was 2.4 billion ISK or thereabouts. I have a tendency to want to full clear missions, hoping to get to a point where I can blitz. Talon Ramal? There's nothing wrong with full clearing the missions, my friend. I used to do nothing but full clears, and I still made a nice tidy amount. I just happened to come across a friend that I didn't know I was my friend at the time, and he taught me how to do all this. And when he passed away, I took over the mantle and started training the next generation of mission runners. But if you need any help, or you want like little bits of advice to get to how I do it, I'm right here. And then if anybody's on tomorrow, I'll be streaming in the afternoon UK time, which is really same as Eve time. Oh, I didn't mean to shout myself out. Although now I've just learned something. But you've also got Risty doing the stream as well. So you'll have Risty will probably do about 4 hours. I might do 4 or 5. So you potentially got like 9 hours of burners tomorrow afternoon. And Risty was trained by myself, and he runs very similarly to me. So it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow, UK time. So where do you have your HQ? See, I base out of this area. Specifically out of a system called Shima. You know. I will type it in here. Now, me and Risty, we only use budget-focused ships, so nothing we fly is super blinged. We're on a bit of an idea of trying to show people you don't need expensive ships to do this. Now, people will go, well, you're flying a Golem. Yeah, I am. But it's not blinged out in the slightest. It doesn't have anything but Tech 2 on there. Like I say, the ship's 1.1 bill, sorry. The rest of the fitting's less than 100 mil. Right, there we go. Now, like I say, when we warp into this mission, folks, we are going to be greeted by a big structure that's going to be like where my mouse is now. Now, you look at this, you think, right, I'm going to have to kill stuff. And more stuff spawns in as well. And then there's also a gate there that takes you to another room. It's like, no, you don't need to do that. Just put your mouse over the station somewhere and click it. And then just fire. Now, at this point, I just start aligning out because it's only going to take 2, maybe 3 volleys to kill it. I can never remember if it's 2 or 3. Yeah, it'd be 3. So time in the mission shooting is... Target lock is what? 10 seconds max, and then 12 seconds. Maybe a bit more. Let's say less than a minute. And we're done. Oh look, we're out. That's the storyline done, folks. Even though there's all the other stuff to kill. We didn't need to touch it. Well, like I say, we're going to do some nice missions tomorrow. And then at some point I need to cash out my loyalty points. But that's the thing, it's trying to find how many's a good amount to sell off at once. Without killing the market you're running for. Because you flood the market with too much, even a little bit too much. And that market dies for weeks. Somebody did it with my old corporation where I was doing Caldari Navy stasis webs. I'd do 5 to 10 a day. Somebody dropped over 100 on the market. Completely wiped that market. Next thing I know, I've got 4 or 5 million skill points, 4 or 5 million loyalty points sitting there because there wasn't anything else to sell. I mean, the market picked up after a while. Always does, at some point. Speaking of the market, how are we doing on glams? Have they gone up? They've gone down? Anybody doing a good offer? Not really. Okay, glam booster market's not the worst, but it's not in a good spot right now. Because in case anybody's wondering why I'm talking about those boosters, if you can pick them up for 50 million a piece, they're an absolute steal. Because you can get more mission bonus for more mission standing for doing a mission, but you take less penalties for declining. So for someone that does what I do, they're a nice to have. But you do not need the boosters, you do not need implants, you do not need anything other than the hulls that we use. And they will all do the mission. They are all tested. In-game. Some of them probably hundreds of times over. If not thousands on some. With how fast me and Risty run these anyway. But again, if anybody's interested, we will help you get into this. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like to think the stream is the first stage of the addiction. You know, we'll get you hooked. Worked for me with Risty. He started watching me doing it and was like, I want to do that. But if you're starting out and you're just starting doing missions, you don't necessarily have to do it this way. Just kill a mission, hand it in, kill a mission, hand it in. As you earn more money, maybe look at training into one ship to do one burner. Already am, I'm boosting red. I mean, do you need a hand? Oh, I'm not in the... There we go, that's a storyline. Do you stick with one corp or move about to get different? Binos, I stay with one corp. I mean, I have another location I could jump to if something happened or I got bored here. Because for me, I have an entire base set up in this high-sec island. So it's essentially a little area surrounded by low-sec, but there's a little pocket of high-sec there. How did you pick that one corp? Jimmy, that's an interesting one. I just bought me the Agent Blood. Oh, nice. If you do it, mate, please let me know. Because if Risty allows it, I can add you as number 94 there. But yeah, so if anybody's interested in high-sec islands, that's a good one. Now, Jimmy, as for picking the corporation, there's a bit of a story to it. So the reason I started streaming was Hateless Gaming taught me how to do this. And sadly, he passed away in a car accident, and one way or another, I ended up taking over. And I didn't feel like what I was doing was enough, so I grinded 100 billion ISK. Wasn't enough. So I grinded another 70 billion. No, it's not there, is it? And I got an Alliance tournament ship in Hateless's name. It felt like a good way to honour a friend. He would have loved that. Wasn't enough. And then I'm soul searching for something to do. And then I realised, me and him joked once about going to 100 million loyalty points. So I did it. Took me 2.5 years. But I had some conditions for where and what I was going to run. It had to be a hard challenge. Now, if I did that in one of the better areas, like Chibi, Langisi, Apanaki, whatever, any of those places, I would have had it done in a 1.5 years. Would have been easy. So I came up with a rule set. Wherever I had to run had to be quite high sec. So it didn't get the best loyalty points. Ergo, Shima. I also had to run at the time for a corporation where the loyalty points weren't going to tempt me to sell. Now the Cador one had a crap LP store at the time. And it had to be an area that could be potentially new player friendly. Because once I started streaming, I realised that at some point, people are going to ask how to do this. I'm going to become the teacher. I knew that was always going to happen. So I thought, I need a place that's friendly. And I found all three in Shima. And the best part was, I knew for a fact that there was 2 agents here. So I picked the worst of the 2. Did the 100 million loyalty point tribute with that one, knowing full well that if everything went well, I've still got another agent to play around with. Now, I was going to swap back and go back to the island and just grind there, but after a conversation with Risty, and rightly so may I add, we decided to make Shima our kind of de facto community hub for helping people to get into missions. Because we already had all the equipment here. You know, I've got all my ships there. Didn't need to move them. I've got all my spare ships here, and as you can see, there is a lot of ships there. It just keeps going. Including, and this is a bit of a personal one for me, that Las Vargas is actually Hateless_Gaming's actual Las Vargas. His family gave me the ship after he passed away. And we take it out to do missions every now and then. I don't do them for long in that ship because I imagine somebody may want to pop it knowing the legacy. But I also know Hateless would not like it sitting there doing nothing. So we take it out occasionally. I have a mission to do already in the queue, which is why I got the ship. Oh, nice, Red Wolf. Well, if you and Risty agree and you don't mind being number 94, just when you're ready, just tell me you've done it and we'll do a changing of the bear. But yeah, Jimmy, I hope that kind of explains why I picked that corporation. But yeah, there's a lot of legacies in this stream. Now, I've already made a mistake on this. Right. We are sure it doesn't have a station, does it? I haven't refit my ship. I was in a bit of a monologue, wasn't I? No, it doesn't have a station, so we are actually going to go back to that station quickly. Because if we warp in there now, we've got a good chance that we are going to die. And I forgot to add extra drones just in case. Wow, what not to do as a streamer. Right, so let's go back to base. Or at least that station. We're going to put the cat battery on so we're stable. And then we're going to bitch slap this mission. Because we always do. Although, Risty, I've noticed this ship's going up in value, but it's the hull. It used to be 280 for the hull, now it's 320. But either way, if anybody's wondering about this ship and why we're using it, we're going to be going against a hauler plus 4 little frigates, the Dramios. They are tiny on the cross section for the radar kind of thing. So we use a Vigilance, so A, we can slow them down with webs. And it's a really nice platform to do this mission with. But you have to do a refit mid-mission. Hey, Daskuga, my friend. How you doing, buddy? How's it going, pal? I think we're having a great stream thus far. Although, I definitely think I'm going to have to go to the toilet in a minute. It's what happens when you forget to go to the toilet before you start streaming. But for any of the really OG people, you know, with my diabetes, in the past I would have gone 2 or 3 times now. So, I take that as a plus point. And I don't take that one for granted. I'm happy we got my diabetes under control. Because I don't want anybody to have to do a tribute for me either. Okay, so we're going to go in system, we're going to go to the mission site, and then I'm going to talk people. I'm just going to talk this mission through. Yeah, we'll go through it bit by bit. Yeah, we're level 4s coming in, so good. Hope the stream yesterday was great. Did not. Discouga, mate, it was awesome. And don't worry if you can't make it, dude. I'm happy you're here now. Simple as that. I mean, CCP streams, they're always good streams. And I was saying earlier on in the stream, I've got a chance I could do more. I was meant to do this Tuesday, but I had prior engagements and I moved it around, but I've got every Tuesday for January going forward. So it's like, you know what? Let's see how we go. But I've got the opportunity, if I want that, I could potentially do some more streams there. But I need to work out a good balance for my channel and doing a bit on their channel for the exposure and the wider audience that you can reach. But like I say, we got like 100 follows yesterday. It's quite scary, actually. And like I say, I'm striking distance to my next follower goal. Okay, so we're going to go in. We're going to throw the deployables. We're going to throw out the drones. Now, if anybody's wondering, the drones are not for DPS. They are distraction drones. They are flying armor plates. They're specifically there to just die. Because if the enemies are shooting the drones, they're not shooting me. Now, this ship will work against 3 enemies. It won't work against 4 forever. Now, I should be able to web that one as it's coming in. Yeah, that one's fine. We are going to kill that one. Now, I'm going to send them for DPS. Because every little hit point we put against that one helps. But I still want these 3 here to kill these. Like they are doing. Because this ship, it'll survive for a minute or 2 with 4 on it. As Risty knows the other day when he didn't put drones out. They will hurt you hard. But the drones are specifically there as a distraction. So people think I'm a bad drone daddy. And I completely am. But the moment we've killed that first one, we're out of the main danger zone. At that point, I mean, 3 tickles it just in the right point. I think 3 is the balance point. But I'm not afraid when there's only 3. It's when you've got 4 and they don't die very quickly. That's when I get worried. But just in case anybody's wondering, and I say that a lot, I am still on the original test version of this build. Because when we bring a new build out, we don't just chuck it out and say, oh, it works. We do testing. It has to go through at least 10 missions without dying to get validation to say, yeah, it's tested. And ideally 10 from me, 10 from Risty. You know, 2 different perspectives. This thing, I think me and Risty are both on the first version of the cheap one. I ain't lost one of these yet. Still on the one that costs 1.3 now. Yeah, so all intents and purposes, you're still on your cheap one then. Well, you're just on your original one, let's just call it that. I'm definitely not on the original one. Because if we go up here, we go to combat log, losses, and we go why does that never work? Last one I lost was almost a year ago. And then that'll be one of the fancy ones. Yeah, we got lucky on that the C-type stuff dropped. That's definitely an expensive one. But if you go back through my losses over the years... Okay, so I've only lost a few of them. You will notice they get cheaper over time. As I get more confident with the fittings and running the build, they get cheaper. And then last year we had a quantum leap for budget. So we took the Dead Space modules off one by one. Oh, I've got right in my nose. Excuse me. How often do you turn a mission down? Loads, Binos. But it tends to be the regular level 4 missions that we decline. When it comes to burners, there's only one burner I don't actively take, and that's the Garista base. Now, I will do it if somebody asks. Somebody says to me, dear, I want to see it done, I will do it. But I hate that mission. Because it's a bad mission. So I'm getting a lot of messages right now. And somebody's smoking crack if they want 80 quid for one of those shuttles. Yeah, Risty, I'm just checking eBay as I always do. Sorry about that. But yeah, Binos, mate, we decline. If you watch a whole stream, you'll see me do it more, but it's anywhere between 1 to 5 missions usually. I know Risty had one where he did like 10, 12 missions in a row. Decline to get a burner. Face what you hate and it gets better. Hey, Panoptic, how you doing, buddy? Like I say, I will do that mission, dude. But I do it to show people not to do it. Me and Risty had a chat with one of the CCP devs. And we were talking about this mission. Face to face with CCP Zealous. Saying, look, we do it. Or I do it, because at the time Risty was still training to do them. We go, we'll do it happily. But we do it to show people not to do it, because in its current state, it's... Well, quite frankly, if you think we make money doing missions, it loses you money. It's good as an experience thing to say, yeah, I did it once. Or I'll do it once a month or so. But after that, it's not worth doing. I mean, quite literally, in the time it takes me to do that mission, I could do 2 of these. Now, I make about 40 million ISK doing this mission. If you assume ISK, reward, bounties, and loyalty points when they've been cashed out. And that's at the low end. I undervalue everything I do. Sounds very sensible, don't do it. Yeah. But you get every now and then, and Panoptic, you'll see it, hopefully, the more streams you're in. Somebody will say, I've never seen it, can you do it? And I'll go, okay. And it's like, I will do it. I've got setups that are quite cheap to do it. They are proven. But then at the end of the mission, not one person has ever said, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that myself. I really like the idea of that. It usually ends up being, oh dear God, make it end. And then everybody else, oh, it can burn in hell, it can burn in hell, it can burn in hell, it can burn in hell. Now again, me and Risty spoke to Zealous and we were like, we've got some suggestions. You know, either make, because you have to kill 18 little, well, 9 fighters and 9 bombers, but their signature radius is so small that it takes a lot to kill them. The first one even more so. So we were like, kill 2 of the full waves. Make it so you've only got to kill 3 fighters, 3 bombers. Or increase the value of them to make it worth it. Or give it a guaranteed spawn at the end where you are guaranteed to get something. You know, give somebody an incentive to run it. Oh, can I get that from Red Wolf, please? Because we haven't had a changing of the bear this year. This will be the first changing of the bear. I'm excited. Excited! Guys, you're going to see something we don't do very often, but we are getting so close to an amazing milestone. You should do a video on YouTube to showcase this mission. You know about Garista Base to Skoogan? What, like a retrospective of the mission? Actually, that's not a bad idea. Explain logically why it needs to be adjusted. Hey, Tech, how you doing, buddy? And you're in time, Tech. We got to change into the bear, my dude. We're going to tally. Let's edit it. So, alright, just in case anybody, I have to do a little. noise. I really should get like a soundbite made for it. But I haven't done it yet. Right, so I'm just going to do this. Keep it range on that. Press that. Go back here and go... 94. Welcome to the cult, my friend. Welcome to the cult. Because unlike the other groups that say they're not a cult, we are a cult. It burns and you will probably be asked to drink the Kool-Aid one day. How to do it. One want to go there. It's not a bad idea, Daskugan, I'll be honest. I would love it if... Because being a CCP partner, I get access to the devs. But I'm waiting for certain people to get back to me on certain things. I would love it if they said, right, anybody that does missions, join this group and we'll start coming up with some ideas for improvements. But since missions doesn't make the money, I don't think they particularly want to. But if I ever see anything where they say, right, we want to do a focus group, we want to do a chat, a huddle, a Zoom call, anything, I'll be in there. I don't care. Am I working that day? Not anymore. Makes us the money. Oh, it certainly does, mate. But missions do need a pass. You know, mining's had a big one recently. Nullsec gets one every time there's an expansion. They always get the good Kool-Aid. You know, wormholes get screwed over just as bad as we do. But then again, they don't want people in high sec, do they? Oh, Jimmy, I've argued that one for a couple of years, to be fair. If they did a balance pass, more people might want to do them. For me, it's the standing system needs overhaul. Because right now, it's too much penalty and too little reward for doing them. You know, they touted the anomics, like the burners as I run. They touted these missions as the hardest missions you can do in HiSec. Well, they touted them as some of the hardest missions you can do in game. Bar level 5s. And they are the hardest level 4s you can do. Because they will wreck your face hard. But they haven't done really anything since 20... What is it? I've got a link to the dev blog where they got announced. Give me one sec. Right, they introduced burners. The dev blog that introduced them came out on the 14th of August 2014. Well, Daskugan, that's also part of the plan, if I'm honest. Said that before Christmas. So burners have been in this game for, let's just say, the better part of 15, 16 years. No. 11 years. So, I don't know where I got 15, 16 from. Sorry about that, guys. Burners in some way have been in this game for that long. And yeah, they added teams, they added some bases. They've never elaborated on it since. And it's like, do something. Give me something. Let me help you do something. You know, instead of offering somebody one mission at a time, why don't they offer us 3? You know, a bit like how you have the... Do you know on the Epic Arcs, where you have the choices of which mission you want to take? Why not give us something like that, where you're always guaranteed to get a normal mission. You might get a burner. You might get 3 normal missions. And you can be like, no, I don't want to do those. Or make it, you know, make it give them you. You know, so out of those 3, you have to pick one. Which would kind of kill what me and Risty do. But then people have got more choice. But it could never offer you nothing, all burners. It would have to, that would have to be a one choice on the side kind of thing. Or give mission runners a bonus for the more missions they take rather than... You know, because right now, if you take a mission, and you take a mission, you take a mission, you get no bonus for, like, the more missions you take without declining. So, you'd be rewarding your regular mission runners. You know, say you give it like a 2 or 3% increase every time. So as long as you don't decline a mission, that day you get a daily bonus. So you do 5 missions, by now, say you get a 2% boost. You're now getting 10% more. But if you decline a mission, you go back a little bit, like you go back 3%. So there's still a penalty. But you're still boosting higher because you took missions consecutively. It wouldn't kill what me and Risty do, because we're happy with the rewards we're getting already. If you see where I'm coming from with that for me would be rewarding the people that run missions that way. But then maybe not penalise us as much. You know, make it so that it's a, you know, you don't lose standing for declining the mission, but you don't get a pay bonus. Make it something where it's not making it harder just to run them. Well, that's the thing. A lot of people don't like declining missions, Discuban. So you'd be rewarding people for playing the game their way. But it also wouldn't penalise people like me that want to decline the missions and cherry pick the ones we want. You know, in an average day, I can run more missions than most people. You know, my entire setup's optimised for speed. You know, I don't have to refit ships between missions, well, except Angel Base, that is. You know, I don't have to think, how do I do that mission? I have a ship for each one I run. You know, using this ship as an example, folks. This only does damsel in distress. And some people are thinking, oh god, he's using a marauder for one mission. And it's like, yeah. And that is paid off in full, probably 3 or 4 times over now. I don't care if that dies, because it is paid off. It's also the second one I have, because that's why it's got the -A. I started going Star Trek on it. I couldn't think of a name for the ship, so I just called it Random Hull, and then it died, so I called it -A. When running minor missions, there was really no need to decline. Would be great to get a bonus. Well, that's the thing. You'd be rewarding people that play the game, but you wouldn't be penalising the people that want to play the game my way. Standings as a whole needs a pass. You know, the whole... You've got to get to 5.0 faction standing to do what we do. It's 40 hours of grind, that is. On average, that's from what Halo said. I love my Balgorn skin. Balgorn skin. Which skin you got, dude? But yeah. I'd want to reward people rather than penalise them. You know, because in nullsec, if you run so many things and you've got the right infrastructure, you get more anomalies for the fact that you're running more anomalies. Oh, the Savant skin. They are nice skins, dude. I've got a couple for the Paladin sitting in a box. They are nice skins, my dude. Why is my anti-hit? No, medium's fine. But like I say, that's the pass I'd do. Reward people for playing the game. Don't penalise them for playing the game their way. But then again, the missions themselves, they haven't been touched in over a decade. It would be nice if... I'm not saying give us hundreds of new missions, right? But what if every month they gave us 1? Or Christ, every expansion give us 3? You know, they do 2 expansions a year. Would it be that hard to be like, okay, well, let's give them a new burner. Let's do 1 burner, 1 mining mission, and... Oh, I haven't split my reps up right there, but that's fine. Always better to reward running all missions in null. No, without being a member. Oh, nice, dude. But yeah, my viewpoint is never to penalise. It's to reward people for doing what they want. You know, and I know this is me probably just trying to fight my own corner, but people running missions don't... A lot of the time, they don't want to decline missions because they have this need for high standings. I lost that when I started doing burners. I wonder if no one at CCP likes or wants to work on missions. Tell him about. I have a theory. I don't think they know how. And Fulco777, welcome in, my friend. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good day. I'm Dangerous. I do a lot of missions. We're currently doing Damsel in Distress and Blitz in it. But yeah, I have a weird theory, folks. I don't think anybody there now knows how to do missions or how to recode them without having to reverse engineer them. Because if you think about it, CCP have had turnover over the years. So the staff that did the original missions, you're talking early EVE Online for these missions. So imagine in the 20 or so years, those people have left, moved on, some have passed away. Which means all that knowledge has left the business. So what, now this is a what if conspiracy theory, but what if just they don't have anybody that knows the system and they can't get the development time authorized for a team to go in and retroactively reverse engineer the system, to rewrite a new system? Because it's all about how much they'll make on the upside of a new expansion. Missions aren't a big priority. I think you're right based on what they said about minor missions for Kylie. Someone said something about how they wanted to see if they could even do it in a dev stream. Yeah, I've got, like I say, my theory, and again, don't get me wrong, I love this game. I don't mind CCP as a company. I've never had anything but good from. But when it comes to this, I don't think they have anybody that knows how to do it now. That's what they said about the new Epic Arc, was dusting off the old code and learning again how it works to prove that you could still do it. Jesus, I never saw that, my dude. Shitty day, man. My cat is in the animal hospital. I kidney stop working. Oh, fuck her, mate. Seriously, dude. Sending much love your way, dude. I'd be devastated if any of my cats were like that. We lost one of our cats last year. He ran away. It's like 8th of August, and luckily, touch wood, he was found after 2.5 months. Came back around about mid-October. Got returned to us. I'm not telling you, I was crying. I'd just done a stream. We got a phone call. Bless you. He came back. I'm literally holding him here, crying my eyes out that he's back. So, mate, I'm sending as much love as I can your way, dude. Because cats are just fur babies, and fur babies are important. No worries, my dude. Like I say, we're not just a stream, we're a community. And on top of that, we're also a support group. The amount of times I've had people having a bad day, and I will pause the stream and just talk. And we have chat. And that offer's there for you, my friend. But yeah, if they don't know how to do the burners, they don't know how to do missions, bugger it, take me on, I'll learn. But yeah, I'd be happy if they just overhauled the standing system so it rewarded players, rather than massively penalises you for doing what we do. Because you get so much more with a carrot than you do a stick. Now, I'd like to think when our community streams, so me, Risty, Sniper Chris, Lucas, if you're still here, I'm including you in our community because you do a lot of missions. You know, you got Tammy a Cowboy, you got DM4DS. They're the main ones that I know that do missions. Erst and Marquee Dragon do them as well, but they don't do it as a main focus. I'd like to say that we make a difference in bringing people into this cult. Into the, you know, let's be serious. I think as streamers, we bring people into this profession. And I'm speaking for me and Risty, you know, because I know that me and him do more burners on Twitch than anyone. That is just because we're sad. And we're really good at it. But I'm glad of that number I got there. The 94 people. We just had a new initiate in there that started doing burners. Red Wolf, you're awesome, by the way. And it's like, we're doing as best we can, but I need CCP to bring something in. Give us a new burner. Give us a new mission every now and then. Don't even have to be a big mission. So, oh yeah. At 100, we're going to have some fun. I promise you that. Are there any known corps that primarily run missions? Hiya. Misty, I'm only clicking you because you're there. We run a lot of missions. But at the same time, we also run these missions solo for the most part. Yeah, he is off to buy another ship. Oh, fantasticals. But Goose Fat Fluffer, mate, welcome in. There are a lot of corporations in this game that will run missions. You know, the problem with a lot of the mission running places, a lot of missions tend to be run solo, so you... Now, we used to have a corporation I'd send people to if they wanted to run them in fleets, but they've all gone to nullsec, regrettably. Right now, I don't know any group that runs missions as a group now. which is a bit of a loss to the community, but I appreciate where my friend went. Okay, yeah, this is the bit where I start declining a load of missions now. Yeah, I don't want to do spies right now. And Pyopra and ST, oh, welcome in, my dudes. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a great night. Okay, so we're going to request another mission. Declined. Now, in case anybody's wondering how I do this, I'm just losing standing. So if we... This is one thing I get asked a lot, so I thought, you know, I'll show it. So, where's my corporation? Cartham. See what I mean about we go up, and then we go down. Hey, bye-bye to you. How you doing, my friend? Hello to you too. So yeah, this is the bit I'm not a fan of with mission running. Because, you know, I do all these missions to get up here, but I lose standing faster than I make it. Now, it's eased off a little bit with these Glamour X boosters that I get. That I'm totally not sitting on over 545. Because I'm not. I've only got 545. Well, I say, this is the bit that needs to be improved. They need to get rid of this. Get rid of the losses. Make a rewarding system. Where I wouldn't get any extra rewards. I would just get the flat rate. Hell, give me 80% of what I'm making now and I still make money. So I was looking at your ship list for the burn missions. I take it those are just the lowest modules that work for them. Yeah, the whole idea behind the ship fit de Blackheart is we went for the cheapest viable product. Now, if you've got some Caldari Navy ballistic controls for a Garma, put them on. You will do the missions faster. If you loot something, like if we go here, go with what I've got in loot right now. I got that last night after the stream. I could put that onto one of my ships that uses it. It's not cost me a penny. But it makes the mission go faster. That's the whole idea. If you loot something, you can either sell it to make the money, or put it onto your ships. When you lose that ship, you've not personally lost any money. It's just loot. It's not money until you sell it. And that's only a couple of days loot as well. But yeah, if you want to up bling them, you know, Risty started using a bling fleet and then he downsized the fleet as skill points went up. The ISK that you needed to use went down. Currently use a Dommy for level 4 missions, but I was wondering if a Leshak was a good mission in it. Mate, Leshaks are awesome. They're expensive. And they're not going to get you much more bang for your buck. The Dom, it's a bit of a weird one with a Leshak, because they're great for single target damage. But if you're trying to kill something small, they're not going to apply the greatest. Drones might have a bit of a better advantage there. But if you're killing big stuff, like you've got lots of battleships, they are great. Love that mindset. Just the Blackheart, mate. I try, mate. Like I say, we went for the most accessible and cheap builds for people starting to get into this. Because if we go back, let's go down memory lane here. So this is all my old builds, by the way, guys. I don't sell old stuff, I store it. Because assets in this game never seem to lose value. They always seem to appreciate a little bit. But if we go, where is it? I'm trying to work out which one it is. I have a lot of ships. Is that the one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you're starting out in this game. You're starting doing burners. Good, thanks. I'm just running base mission, so I thought I'll put you on my set. Oh, thank you, bye-bye. That's appreciated, buddy. If you need any help and support, if you think you like doing what I'm doing, which is like, I'm trying to do the missions as quick as possible so I can keep doing more missions. Rather than clearing them out and looting them and salvaging them. From my perspective, that loses your money. But if I'm there as background, fantastic. If you want to get into this, we are here to help. Now, as I was saying, if somebody's looking to get into burners from the stream, if I said to you, right, here's what you need, and it's 500 mil, and you've got a good chance of losing it to A, gankers, B, the missions, or C, yourself, because trust me, I lose a lot of ships to YouTube, that's going to hit anybody in the wallet hard. But then if I go, where is it? Where's my ship? But if I go here, so that one was That was Jaguar, right? That's my Jaguar build. Right, so it's 20% the price. And it does the mission just as well. You could lose 5 of these learning for the price of one of the fancy one that does it maybe 20 seconds faster. One constant I have been seeing lately is that faster you finish something up, the more risk you make. Yeah, you're always going to do that, dude. But the idea I had is, if I can make the entry while you're learning cheaper, more people are going to try. And trust me, I can prove that based on that number there. That one. When we used the fancy fleet, we were about 10 to 20 people. When we swapped over to the budget fleets and we started downsizing the price of everything, that number went from 20 to 50 in weeks. And then we had a bit of a slowdown because I had some health issues. I had to have some surgery. There were some work issues. And then when we came back, that went from 40, I think it was like 40 odd to 69 in the space of 2 weeks. And then we had my wedding, which slowed us down again. Then we came back and we've got up to 94 people. I plan on adding to your number. Oh, mate, that's music to my ears, dude. Played for 6 months back in 2006. Just got back again last year. Oh, bye-bye, mate. Trust me, it's a different game than what you're used to. You were playing before I started, and I started in 2007. And I'll be fair, I haven't stopped playing. The closest I had was a little break after a family member passed away for about 9 months. And then when I came back, I found a person called Hateless Gaming. He showed me how to do this because I thought these missions were just bad. He changed my perspective, and now I teach you guys. I used to run missions, and I have to say that I can do them right. I just like having fun. Now, not to be a complete dick on this, I could say I'm doing this for fun. I am doing this for a little bit of money. I'm doing it for a little bit of fun, a little bit of ego stroking here and there. But I am, because of this, right? When I came back from my break, I had 17 billion to my name. That was total net worth. Now, 7 or 8 bill of that was liquid and the rest was assets. I spent every spare ISK I had getting my first mission running fleet up and running. For all the burners. I made that back in the space of about 2 weeks. And then over the last 8 years, I've got 3 Alliance tournament ships. Well, bear in mind Alliance tournament ships don't have a value, so they don't show, but from 17 to 745 billion net worth. Let's just move that there. And then I've got 405 billion ISK sitting on another character that's my bank account tune. And about 1.5 trillion worth of Alliance tournament ships. I've not done bad. And that's all from this. Just took a bit of dedication. I started playing 2007, playing the game. I had 4.5 years break. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it, Red Wolf? Well, I'm glad you came back, buddy. And not just because you're part of the cult now. Just, I'm glad you came back. Glad everybody comes back. This game only wins if people come back. Because I don't want this game to disappear. I love this game. It's been there for me for almost 20 years. Next year, it will be 20 years. It's a massive part of my personality. It's a massive part of my life. And unfortunately, I've seen this game get as low as there was like 6,000 or 7,000 people online, and that was it. And I was getting worried. Now, if we have a quick look on the launcher now, we're up to just under 35,000. I'm happy the game is getting better and better and better. Although I do remember the night when there were 69,000 people on. That was a good Sunday. Game ran like absolute trash. You couldn't get into G2 if there was 2,000 people there. Cannot remember anything I logged in last week and I've not got a clue anymore. The best thing I can say, my dude, is tell yourself it's a different game. That would be my advice. Come at it with the perspective of you're learning from brand new. What's your perspective on Eve Echoes? I never played it. That's the mobile game, if I remember correctly. I mean, it's hard to say on that because I've never played it, but from what I saw of it, It's like Eve Pocket Edition. I wish it was part of the game. I wish they'd integrated that so that I could play Eve on my handset. Yeah, that's what got me back. As I say, Tech, I've never played it. I like the idea that what if I could link this account to that, and I like the premise of that. But let's be fair, it never happened, so. But it had its place. And if it brought you back to EVE Online, then it was a good thing. Because you never know, you might want to do burners. I like doing burners. I play both, but yeah. Yeah, like I say, one's a mobile game, one's EVE, but I secretly wished that they would link them. So I wouldn't have to learn anything. But for me, guys, I like teaching this. I like highlighting what you can do in HiSec. I'm not saying you're going to make the best money doing this, because you're not. And income varies based on experience as well. The more skill points you've got, the better. The faster you can get through one mission and go to the next mission, the better. You know, if I'm not streaming, I am a lot faster at this. But if I play at my normal speed, I can't talk. I become drone-like. Mrs. D has to be like, babe, babe, babe. Don't you, sweet?
What?
When I'm playing the game in like full mode, you have to really shout at me to get my attention. But that's the other reason why I like the streaming. It's a very casual play. I don't have to. I'm not like going full send right now. Me going full send on stream would be dangerous. Pardon the pun on the name and everything. Sorry, I got shot on my tooth. Yeah, I like doing this. But it's also a good thing. A lot of the null people, the people that have gone to null set recently from our community group, I know full well if null set goes to crap tomorrow, they can come back to HiSec and they'll be running missions straight away. You know, it's a transferable skill. And if you're doing burners as well, they act more like an encounter in PvP. You know, so again, transferable skills. Let's kill that one. Oh, that's more news. I mean, I bring my family into it, mate. My family, my daughters run missions with me some days. You know, I've never excluded them from it. My daughters, when we used to do mining streams, well, my wife did it. My kids would jump on alphas and do mining. Because it was a family event at that point. But my eldest daughter has been on stream, sat here with me sitting next to her. I can't touch the keyboard or mouse, that's the rule. She has to do it all. Oh, getting total drunk. Pulls this. Oh, mate. Sorry, Vaslav. How are you doing, my dude? Right, so let's paint that. Let's do that. And let's go from there. So, how many pullers have you got now? Oh, 17 burners so far. Oh, nice. So you're doing it the other way. But I may have to start advising people about your way, depending if you're okay with that. Because me and Risty do single account, but you can do what Vaslav's doing and have accounts that pull missions for you. Who's 95? If you're sadistic, I'm not. My kids don't. Oh, okay. My kids don't like the theme. I wish they joined. Oh yeah, Doorbay, mate. I say my daughters play. Sometimes I do have to feel like I get a crowbar out at them. So I don't push them. But every now and then, Evie, my eldest, will go, Dad, can I do some missions with you? And I'm like, hell yeah! Come on, take seats! But this is when my desk didn't have this wingy bit here. We haven't done it in a while. I might actually have to sit back there. You know what? I will take, if we're getting a 95, I will happily take it, my friend. Right, let's go see if there's any loot. Now, the other benefit with burners, guys, you've got a decent chance of faction loot. Now, by decent chance, we're probably talking 5%, which is still 5% more than you get in normal missions. But as we saw the other night, I got almost a 600 mil drop out of one of these missions. Right, Doorbane, see that number there? That is the number of people I have got officially confirmed running burners on stream. So, if we use Stoffel the Honey Badger, because he's a memorable number, he waited to be number 69. So he can wear that badge forever. Red Wolf has just done a burner, so he's become number 94. So, say you did a burner now, you'd take 95. If his cousin does one, and it's confirmed, and I get it confirmed to me, we go to 95. And then the next person's 96. It's just me keeping score. Now, my biggest regret is I never took names of the people, I just added the number. So by the time I was already at 20 and somebody said, oh, who was this number? I was like, damn, I didn't do a spreadsheet. And at that point, I decided not to. But I do regret that. But that number only changes if somebody comes on the stream and says, yeah, I did it. Slight exception, depending on whether Red Wolf's cousin is on Twitch at the time or not. But that's just my little counter. I actually like that number. Because the way I look at it, every time I get that number increase, somebody is now part of Hateless's legacy. You know, because I do the teachings of Hateless. Always have done. So every number I can do to increase that is an extra bit to Hateless's legacy. And I like that. So, okay, how does that work? Easiest way I can put it, my dude. If you do a burner, because of this stream, or Risty's stream, like anything within our community, then we ask you to add it to the community number. Because originally, at one point, me and Risty had our own numbers. And then all of a sudden, we amalgamated it. Same teaching, same place, really. So it's like, we add it to the community number. So if you went out now, you started doing burners and you said, DD, because of your stream, I'm now doing burners. You get added to the number. And you become that's your number. As a personal point, I've wanted to get that number to 100 for the last 2.5 years. But it isn't necessarily the easiest thing in the world to learn these missions. Because you've got to get the skill points to do them. You've got to grind up to level 4s. There's a few fast track tricks that we know. Where we boost you up to get level 4s. You take the mission. You know, as long as you've trained into the ship, they are quite easy. But it's just knowledge is power with these things. If you go in and you have the mindset of you know what you're doing, you usually succeed. But you also have to get used to losses. You know, people tell me on stream, I make this look easy. Now, I haven't tracked my losses this year because I've only had one. This is what I lost last year. Every one of these was logged throughout the entire year. So, as you can see, I lose a lot of ships. And I still made money. So anybody that does get into this, please note, losses are going to happen. Whether it's ganks, whether it's mistakes made in the mission, whether it's YouTube shorts sucking you in and you forget to turn your tank on. That happens to me more than I want to admit. Right, I just need to empty out my ship. So it's connected to the game. Okay, I don't care about loss, it's part of the game. Plus. I mean, at this point, mate, you just have to run level 4 missions. And then, when you get one of these anomic missions, if you weren't running them before, and then you let's just say this stream starts you on this journey. And if I'm going to just chuck the guide and say, let's say you go into that Google Doc I've just linked there. and you think, I can fly that. You get this mission, for example, and you complete it. You're now in that list. You just have to let me know. You know, I think it's quite a good number to have that many people saying, yeah, because of this community we got into burners. I just forgot to turn my tank on watching you about to. It happens, my dude. Well, Dorbo, mate, it's a process. You don't have to be able to do it straight away. I'm going to be streaming a hell of a lot more consistently. I can't even say the word. I'm going to be streaming a hell of a lot more going forward. Last year was a bit of a weird year. We started off weak because I had a really bad illness at the start of the year. Really, like, bad chest infection. Killed me for 6 weeks. Then we came back, did a few months. Then I had to have surgery. Killed me for a couple of weeks. Then I got married. Killed me for a month. Because of all the preparations and getting everything ready. And then we had Christmas. And Mrs. D had to have surgery. Mrs. D is recovering well. I'm in the best health I've been in years. So I'm making a concerted effort to be here 5 or 6 days a week. The only guaranteed day I will not be here, and this is for everybody, is Mondays. Because I had a chat with the wife. Mondays is our family day. That is the night that if we're going to go out, we'll most likely go out on the Monday. If we're going to have family round, it will be on a Monday. Okay? So Mondays are always going to be a no-go. So you're human and there's nothing wrong. I mean, Dorbane, a lot of people in the community have expressed that. And I won't lie, guys, it made me feel really good when you guys like, dude, health first, we'll wait. Or Vasilov specifically stated when Mrs. D was like, he's looking after me. He's like, don't worry, we just borrow him from you occasionally. I felt blessed by the fact that you guys didn't just expect me to be a dancing monkey. Which is another thing that's made me want to do this even more. But like I say, Mondays are a guaranteed night off. I may take her out randomly, but I'll make sure the community knows, like, I'm not going to be on tomorrow night, for example. I am going to be on tomorrow. But as an example, I will say to people that Wednesday, for example, I may not be there. Or Friday, kids are doing something, we won't be there. I'll make sure you know. But this is where I've got a wristy. Because a lot of the time when I don't stream, Risty will be like, I'll do it. But it isn't by any means an assumption or guarantee. I know Risty has his own life, he has his own things. He does a lot for the community. Do you have your fits for grinding up to level 4s? I don't actually, Jimmy, because I haven't grinded up to level 4s for so long it's unreal. Usually, something like a Dominic's, a Raven, just a nice battleship or a Tech 3 cruiser, depending on your skill level and wallet. Getting to level 4s isn't really the hard part. The harder part for this is getting the 5.0 standing. Yeah, burners are only level 4s. Yeah. Level 4s have 2 sets of missions. You have your regular ones and then you have the anomics. But the biggest issue you have is getting this. See the faction standing? You need that above 5 to do what we do. Because you decline too many missions on corporation standing, you lose access to the level 4s and you have to grind up again. So you need your faction standing above 5. But then you've also, at that point, then got to keep your agent standing ideally above minus 1.99. Assuming max skills. So if you haven't got max skills, it differs a little bit. All the burners, all level 4 missions. Vector Gamut, yeah. Right, the easiest way I can ever describe it. All burners are level 4 missions. But only some missions are burners. So you have 13 different anomic missions. 12 of which are worth doing, 13 we don't talk about. Do you know? Oh yeah, Jimmy, you lose faction standing. But it's so minimal loss once you get over 5. Because look at that. Every decline I lose a little bit. But if you see, that was my last decline train. Storyline mission. Decline train. It'll kind of ebb and flow a little bit here and there. But the higher you get that, the better you are. I've only ever lost access to an agent once. And that's because I thought I was on the test server. And that was a big mistake when I realised what I'd done. confident in doing them right now. So, just Google, mate. I am in no rush, dude. I mean, if you've completed a Bernie, you qualify for the number. But if you want to wait till you're more confident to add your name to the cult, I'm in no rush, my brother. Yeah, I will milk this minor misappropriation. Hey, Vaslov, minor misappropriation's not bad, especially with how many you're doing. This is good advice how to get stand. So I'm just trying to work out what the good advice was. I mean, for me, it's literally just getting you standing up. From when I used to watch Hateless, he used to say it would take about 40 hours of running level 4s to do it. But that 40 hours is like really handy on... It teaches you the game. It teaches you the missions. You know, the first time you do this slog, I always tell people do it properly. You could cheat and use ISK to buy tags to hand them into certain agents, and then you get the standing instantly like that. But you don't learn the game then. Doesn't matter for which agent, no. If you find an area that you're comfortable in, Dorbane, that's all you need to do. I like Shima. Could I make more money everywhere else? Hell yeah. But I found a nice place to run missions that's a good shape on the constellation, and it cannot send me more than 4 jumps for any mission. And additionally, I'm nowhere near low sec, so it cannot send me to low sec for any missions. So I don't have to decline the good ones that send me to low sec. I take them all. For the ones that I want, that is. I decline most missions. We made it feel like, oh, hell yes. It is home, mate. I have an emotional attachment because I did a tribute of 100 million loyalty points here. Shima is my home now. Yeah, I may go to the island and day trip. Risty knows this. I may decide to spend a month there, like a holiday. But I guarantee you, I will come back to Shima every goddamn time. But yeah, we made it home. You get standings for missions in every 60 mission. Yeah, that's... Yeah, so yeah. But if you want a bit of a boost up Dorbane and you want to grind quicker, you may want to invest in getting one of these basic Glamorax boosters, because they give you a 15% boost to the gains, and if you did decline any missions, they give you a 15% less penalty. You know, so you're going to make more for doing what you're doing and hurt less when you don't. Now, do you need the boosters? No. They just accelerate the process a little bit. It's close to Amar yet, far enough away. Yeah. So, do you want to know the main reason I like Shima? And why I liked it from the start? No more than 4 jumps. With no low sec. It's an ideal learning area. And the set of missions you get here aren't too bad either. You know, minor misappropriation. It's like 10 minutes max and you make 14 million ISK. Plus loyalty points. Plus rewards. So what you're going to get. Okay, it's like... Let's round down. Like, you make like 1 million for doing it. It's not that much. But in loyalty point terms, you make a bit more. It's still like 20 million ISK for doing the mission. If not a little bit more. Let me see if I can work this out with my head. And when I say my head, I mean a calculator. So you make 14.2 million on average. And then... What was it? Actually, why am I doing this? I've got a spreadsheet that tells me. God dang it. Okay, you make 28 million for doing this mission. Give or take. Although that has gone... Oh no, I'm not doing minor misappropriation, I'm doing damsel. Damn it. Wrong mission. Yeah, when you do... Let's just say you do minor misappropriation. You do make 30 million... No, 28 million for doing that mission. For this one, it's about 12. But you've got a chance of 100 million ISK implant every time you do it. I'm in the wrong, mate. I'm in the wrong ship. Alright, we're going to go back. This is where complacency will kill you guys. I thought I was in the wrong. I thought I was doing minor misappropriation then. Let's just go back quickly. Hey, D, haven't been around for a while. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, my dude. How did you get the 100 million exactly? Did CPC help or... Conquest, what do you mean, mate? You know about... I grinded the 100 million LP. One mission at a time. If I did burners alone, it was over 10,000 burners. And as you guys know, I don't just do burners. The Golem is never the wrong ship. Well, it is for this one. For me. Oh yeah, when you get a mission in system, that's awesome. Oh, I donated the remainder to the Corp. Because if you go in there, you go Corp, you go donate LP. You go transfer to... Either way, you put it as the corporation name there. And then you select the corporation. I donated the rest of it. Because I think we ended up having 100 million and 3,491 if memory serves. We only went a couple of thousand over it. But I was very much... Whatever was over... Because the last mission's on as a clip, is it not, Risty? It's on a stream, anyway. We got it. We knew we were getting it that day no matter what. So I am doing damsels, so we are going to swap over to that. We are going to empty this out, because a clean ship means that I'm not going to lose stuff if he dies. Or not as much stuff. Alright, let's go. Was that not long ago? Hey mate, it's like an addiction, let's be honest. The irony is, if you do one team, you can do all four by the end of it. And you know as well as me, Risty, you start doing the teams, and they come in thick and fast. Agents are what screw you over, because unless you're doing Nurgle, you need a few different ships. Yeah, I need to make a Kronos. Mate, Kronos are awesome. They do this mission so incredibly fast. And since all your characters are in the same corp, you could just have one of these in your corp hangar. Or a couple of them and just grab ships from the corp hangar. In fact, if I was grinding, that's probably what I'd do. If I had pullers, I'd just have ships in a corp hangar. Especially if you've got more than one runner. Right, where are we? I have just one runner. Okay, in which case, one Kronos is all you'd need. But it would absolutely bitch slap Damsel. Because Damsel isn't really worth running unless you know the secret source for it. You don't run Damsel to make money. You run Damsel to get a chance at a hacker card, which if the price goes up, makes this mission worthwhile again. But you run it for the Zor implant. If you get the 100 mil Zor implant, it's worth running. Actually have to pass Damsel because... Is it because you'd have to pass the damsel on to the person? Yeah. I get that one. That's where I have a slight advantage. I only have one. I only have this character that's subbed. I could get another one. I have another character that can do them all. But I struggle mentally doing two accounts. I don't know whether it's just I'm getting older or whether I'm getting stupider or I'm just more human than I used to be. I can't run multi-accounts anymore. I used to triple box T4 Abyss. Used to take 3 Hawks into a T4... What did I do? Into a Dark T4. And I'd come out with a 100 mil each time, give or take. And then the headaches came, and then I dropped back to doing T3s with 2 Hawks. Nowhere near as much money, but it was interesting. And then the headaches came. So I just got rid. Pimp of the Year. Oh, I like that. I want that cup. Mission Pimp of the Year. But yeah, I enjoy doing it with one account. It's chill. I haven't burned out in 8 years doing missions this way. I mean, I've been doing missions since I started playing the game. It took me a while to get level 4s initially, but my god, it was... When I found my groove, I was in a good place. Running 2-3 bits in a healer. Oh, mate, that is a good way to go. At one point, I was also doing T4 Firestorms in a healer as well. But it was the fact that you had to have a crystal implant set, damage implants. Now, admittedly, at the time, I had a deep safe spot that was 220 AU from everything. No, wrong ship. So, I wasn't unscannable, I was just highly evasive on scans. To the point where it was very hard to find me. So I ran with almost impunity for a good better part of a year. And then they changed where you can run certain abyss and you can't run a T4 in a 0.8. Or was it a 0.9? No, it's 0.9. Or if you can, it does something weird. Plus making 16 SP health. Jesus. I can just pull during work time, then spend a chill cup. Vaslav, mate, if you ever need help running them quick, just let me know. I'll give you a hand. Because for me, the more burners I run, the better. Even if I'm sharing. I never understood the skill point farm, and I don't know whether that's me being an idiot or not. I could never make it work in my head. I always seem to be making a loss whenever I thought about looking into it. Oh, that's my can for the day done. I'm considering opening up blazing burners. I mean, that might be one of those weird things where it might be worth bringing people in, and I don't know how it works, mate. Okay, so no fancy implant, but we've still got the hacker card. Then you're down to this. These used to be worth about 10-15 mil a pop. Although if anybody's around Dixie, that's not a bad deal. 3 mil for 2. We sit on them, you'll make more money in the future. Just got to wait for somebody to start taking over the area space that they were running. That's me going full neck beard. I mean, dude, go for it. I'd love to see what you make over time. Well, let's get the LP plus non-time based bonus. Runner gets the bounty and loot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how true this is, but somebody I used to know, I just called him Pandy. He was telling me that some people, when he was out in Venal, one guy had 96 pullers, and I think it was like 4 or 5. Actually, I don't know how many runners, but he was pulling with 96 accounts that, like you, he was doing skill point farming with. And I don't get how that works. But from what I was being told, because it was pirate, like nullsec LP, he's making double the LP I'm making. Double everything pretty much. And he was just grinding it. When you start, how do you know what is a burner mission? The easiest way I can show you, friend, is see where it says up here, opportunities, it says the damsel in distress. If that, when you take a mission, if it says anomic, A-N-O-M-I-C, anomic in any of the mission statement, specifically the bit up in the opportunities here, it's a burner. They all say anomic agent, team, or base. You know, your teams are by far the easiest. Agents are like the middle ground. Bases are more of the high end. Now, for example, if you train into a Nurgle and you somewhat max it out, you can do 10 different anomic missions with that one ship. It's a bit pricey. It's very risky because you lose one, you lose quite a lot of hardware. But I'm also crazy, and if I had 10 missions to do, I'd have 10 Nurgles. Each fit specifically. For no other reason than, if I lose one, I can still run other missions. I just have to replace the one I lost. But like I say, it's... I don't know how true that... Because Panda wasn't running the one I was talking to. Because it's not the Pandora, the guy that streams. This was somebody I used to know in a private channel. And he was out in Venal. And he just was telling me about his friends. But if you're running 96 accounts and you're getting 20,000 LP, and even if you just pull one burner a day, so let's work this out, calculator. Let's just say 20,000 loyalty points, and that's the low end. Times that by 96. You're making 1.92 million loyalty points for just one mission on each one. And if, assuming they're pulling like a mission, just getting a burner, and they just quickly run them, that's a hell of a lot of money. Bear in mind, you can probably get 3,000-4,000 loyalty points. So we times that by, let's lowball it and say 3,000 IS per LP. You're making like 5.5 billion ISK a day, just doing one mission on each. That makes me look poor, but I'm only doing it with one account, one character, no pullers. Am I doing it easier or harder than them? I don't know. Oh, no, I want to put some more ammo in if I've got it. I need to do an ammo run soon. I haven't got much left. You know what? Let's put it all in. Have we got any of that in system? 1,000. That's not enough. If anybody goes to a Mar soon, I will happily buy 100,000 of that. Because I've already gone through 100,000 in the last 6 months. That's what I mean, dude. If you're set up to do it, Skogan, and from what I gather, this group, as it were, they aim for a single mission, so that one ship can then just warp around and do them all. You know, if they were going around and just looking for, let's say, Grista Agent, and they just seed the systems that those missions spawn with one ship, then they just run around in a pod. Do all the missions in that system, do all the missions in that one, then go back, hand them all in. It's quite scary how efficient those guys have it.
This is Sparta!
Crispy, mate, thank you for the follow, dude. How are you doing, my friend? Now, either I'll get this or Risty will get this. Although I don't see Crispy in the stream. But he's there. Oh, there you go. Just took a second for you to kick in. Pretty sure. It happens. You got 2 shout-outs, though. But like I say, Nullsec has got a completely different way of running this than everybody else. And you know what? I'm not against that. More shout-outs. More! If I was to min-max, I would have one for a new Hawkins. Jesus. Like I say, mate, you've all seen my setup. I don't think it's a bad one. I couldn't go the puller route for no other reason. I can't afford it. Having that... Are they all individual accounts, or are they like 3 accounts, 3 characters per 1 account? And you're just cycling them to get it, cycle, get it, cycle, get it. End of the day, what works, works. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Three per account. Yeah, that works. That's a lot of faff with boot marking. I have 1 pure puller, and that's annoying enough. Yeah, these guys, the one I'm always referencing is just what somebody told me was somebody was doing in Null. The 1 pull at 8 AM. Are you doing like pull like first thing in the morning, wait the 4 hours, try again, wait the 4 hours, try again? So by the time you get home from, like, by the time you've finished work, should I say, because don't you work from home, then you could have like 21 burners waiting. Like I say, you are going to rake it in Vaslov. Absolutely rake it in. Bear in mind you're subsidising it as well with the skill point farming. But do you have to fly each tune to the mission site? Am I right? So each one has to... You pull the mission, fly out, make a group boot mark. Like have a... To my understanding, you have like one of those access boot mark things. And then they go back to base, and then you just run... Right, I need 5 Garista base... 5 Garista whatevers. Okay. What does it mean to pull a mission? Jimmy, some people have got accounts where they're trained just enough to get level 4 missions. But they can't run the level 4s. They're more like... Think of them like middlemen. They get the mission, but you have to run it. But since they're your accounts, it's just an extension of you. No worries, Doorbane, mate. Hope to see you again tomorrow, my dude. Or in the future, should I say. But you have a good night, my friend. Hopefully you've learned something tonight. Because I'm not going to be on too much longer. I'm just waiting for Sniper go live if he hasn't gone already. Right, so we're going to do that. So I'm just reading chat. Rambo's got his friend streaming. Everyone has a minimum of 3 cards they can use it to maximise value of sub. Dude, I'm too lazy to do it on my others. And that's me being honest. Last mission year 2. Most love mission. Oh mate, Damsel Before Bed's not bad. As I say, if I see Sniper go live now, I will raid out at that point. Oh dang it, I missed that ship. Oh well. I wasn't going to pay that much for it. I totally promise I am not... Yeah, I am looking at Star Trek ships. Right, we're in range now, so let's start firing. Yeah, Sniper's Monday to Friday.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Evangeline. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm okay.
You been good?
Yeah, I was kind of shouting at my friends a bit because
You playing video games?
I was playing Roblox.
Hell yeah. Actually, no, not on the
I
Roblox.
was playing a gun game where I had to shoot people. But
When are you going to start playing Eve? Again?
if my computer will run that, because that is actually...
Your computer would run Eve.
Would it?
Yes. The crap top you used to have before that one was a quarter of the power and it ran Eve because you did mining on it.
What are you hard to do?
Boom! Sorry, dog, I didn't mean to scare you. And I owe you a treat. I'm certain I owe you a treat. Risty, did you do a treat recently? Yeah, Risty redeemed a treat. Right, that one's just working, so we will go a bit cam. You don't mind being on cam, do you, babe? She's watching something with her AirPods, so...
What was that?
You don't mind being on camera? Well, you're already on camera, so you don't get a choice. Best quid I spent today, this was. Right, pull. I got both. Transaction, there you go. Oh, nice. Stuck an image on the shelf. Okay. Luna, come here. Come here, shitload. Chris, we want to see you. Luna, up. Yeah, it's okay. She's on and off. German Shepherd, Belgian Malinois Cross. But she's lovely. Soft as shit, though. My sausages would be a snack. Yeah. I'm assuming little dog. Have Luna as well. Oh, nice. Please don't leave just yet, as you will probably have 95 soon. Okay. Well, I haven't seen Sniper go live yet, so. I mean, you never know, Sniper might be doing D&D tonight or something like that. So, I mean, I'll go till 10 o'clock. If he hasn't gone live, we'll find somebody else. I could always raid James' speaker, as it were, because Rambo said he's just started streaming, so maybe we do that. Help a friend out. But like I said, I hope people have learned some things tonight. You know, I do my best to try and help. But like I said, I will be back tomorrow, guys. The M4 is on too. I bet DM4's got more than me though. He's doing really, really well at it. Always got like 60, 80. No, last time it's average 70, 80 people he's getting at. I want to know what he's doing. I want that secret sauce. He's got 97 people right now. He doesn't particularly need a boost. If I'm going to help somebody, I want to help somebody starting out. Or help a fellow bear. CCP are doing a guest slot as well. Oh yeah, at the moment there's going to be CCP on almost every day. When I started streaming, I always told myself I don't care about the numbers, which is why on my dashboard I can't see how many people are here. I also don't need to know. It just makes me more paranoid, because if there's few people, let's say, I get paranoid. It's like, why aren't people talking? If there's lots of people and nobody talking, I still get paranoid. So I learned it easier, just turn off all the numbers and just have a chill stream. You know, if I keep my Eve partner over time, I keep my Eve partner. If I don't, I still got the community there. The way I look at it though, numbers are comparison is the thief of joy. Let's just say that. And I always look for smaller streams. Yeah, Crispy, we've always done that. The only exception I tend to do is I'm desperately trying to do my best to help people get Eve partner. So Sniper's doing his damnedest to get it. So if he's on after my stream, I'm going to help him, because he's a member of my alliance. He's a good friend. And he bloody deserves it. Metrics are for people who care about numbers. I stopped caring about numbers, guys. I'll put my honest goals out there right now. I would like to get Twitch partner, but not for the money side of things. The whole time I've been streaming, I always talk about Hateless. Every goal I've ever had streaming has been to sort of put myself shoulder to shoulder with Hateless. You know, if I ever get to Pearly Gates and he's there, I want to be able to say, my dude, I did my best for your legacy. And I want to be shoulder to shoulder with my friend. And that's the only thing he had that I haven't achieved thus far. But I'm not bothered if I get it or not. I know I've done good by Hateless. But I don't get me wrong, I want Twitch partner. It's just a personal pride point. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I've still got a bloody good group of people to stream with. You do right. So proud to be part of the same community as people. Oh, thank you, my dude. But like I said, I'm not going to lie and say I'm not doing it for any other reason. My biggest goal, and that's what I want to achieve in 2026. I want to get Twitch partner so I can say, look at my picture of Hateless on the wall and go, dude, I got shoulder to shoulder with you. Well, shoulder to shoulder, because he was as tall as Risty. I mean, I've hit Eve partner. I've hit every other goal I set myself when I started streaming. I'm about to start possibly hitting that goal and getting that to 100. That number I do care about. That's a pride point. Doesn't make me anything getting that over 100. But like I say, that's a goal for me. But if I can help somebody starting out, or I can help a friend who's trying to get a specific thing, if I could raid Risty, I'd love to raid Risty, because Risty deserves Eve partner. You know, Risty and Sniper both deserve it. And I think, community-wise, I think it would really, really, really help us. And Hawk GB1, I'm assuming you're Red Wolf's cousin. Just on my first burner. Fantastic! Okie dokie. 2 changing of the bear in 1 street. That's rare. Right. So, we're going to go there. Well, Hawk, dude, you've made my day, along with your cousin. I'm going to now do the weird little Mario level up music. So it's like... And very off key, might I add. We've had 2 changing of the bears, guys. That is cause for let's do a fucking giveaway. I like my giveaways to have meaning, not just random. Let's do a Master at Arms. Now, I'm going to do this a bit of a different way than most people would expect. My giveaways are not hours long. You're going to have 1 minute. That's it. Okay? I've just got to find one of my 1 minute giveaways. Maybe we'd start doing a giveaway for changing of the bear. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just changing an old giveaway that was for a person into changing of the bear. And it kills a little bit of time for us as well. So guys, right, I'm just going to quickly set course there.
This is Sparta!
Okay. Changing of the bear. You've got 1 minute, guys. Exclamation rigged. And Hawk, thank you for the follow, my dude. Seriously, it's rare that we get 1 on a stream, let alone 2. I'm not going to argue. No, guys, this isn't the only giveaway we're doing. We still have the one at the end of the stream for an EVE Online partner skin, which I've only got the Stratios out at the moment. I need to go get some more out. So we are going to be giving that away as well. And guys, remember I said I was going to reset my cache last stream? Yeah, I forgot. Told you I'd forget. And Hawk, mate, thank you for the Prime, buddy. It is appreciated, mate. Enjoy your bears. You've now got access to some shaky bears. And disco bears. Enjoy. Hey, DP Navpoc. How you doing, my dude? Right, that is the giveaway over with. Right, let's pick a winner. Alchemist, my friend. Are you there, dude? Oh, I love it. You're always there before I can say anything. Right, let's get a Master at Arms over to you. Because, alright, this is the only bit of the stream I'm going to shill, by the way, guys. That is my buddy code. Now, if anybody uses that, and if you've come back to the game recently, which a few of you have, from what I've heard, if you click that link, and you go, I have an account, it will potentially give you 1,000,000 skill points. But what it might give me is these Master at Arm accelerators, and a bit of game time. I never deny that. I give every one of these back to the community. You know, so we're giving one of these to Alchemist now. So if any of you guys have come back, you click that link, you do the account, and then it pops up for me, you've enabled me to do more giveaways on the stream. So it's community effort, giving back to the community. Which, for me, I can't say anything but that's an amazing idea, because I know some people sell them, some people use them. I give them away. Always have, always will. Remember saving up, what did I save up? 48 of them at one point for my 24-hour stream, and we gave one away every half an hour. It was insane. Okay, let's split the stack to 18. And as long as I've got them, I will give these away. And there you go, Alchemist. Enjoy your Master at Arms. Doing well, my agent offers those burners, and watching your stream inspired me. Just need to fit some... Oh, DP Navpoc. Are we going to get 96 on the list next? Because I'm not going to lie, I'm getting tingles. Okay, so let's complete that one. Have we heard of Sniper? Is anybody in his Discord right now that could see if he's going live or not? Oh, Bruno Ashmi. I am not going to say no to that. That's a good one. It's not the best for loyalty points. It's, in fact, absolute dog shit for loyalty points. But you make about 17 million in cold hard cash, which is not bad for a few minutes work. But DP Navpot, mate, let me know when you do burners. When you've done one, as long as it's because of us, I'd love to add you to my list of people that have done it. It's totally a cult. Just done that one myself. Oh, nice. I still love this skin for it, Rusty. I wish it did the blue thing more than the orange thing, but the all combined skins are nice. Like I say, if anybody's interested, we can help you through it. If you need help and support, we will help you. You know, it costs us nothing to help, but if we can get you independent in this game, or at least teach you this, so you've always got a fallback option, that's the best reward any of us could have. I mean, I'll put my hand up. I get my game time because of CCP. They give me 3 months of game time and 1,500 plex every 3 months. But I know for a fact I could run this game free of charge by doing this. Because I did it for like 6 years. I used to run one of the burners in a Phantasm when they first came out of combat. That would probably be either Talos or Garista Base. Garista Base was the only one that Phantasm was really okay for, but we've superseded that one now. What's the new meta ship? That is a few minutes work. I mean, to be fair, Conkeys, when I say a few minutes, it's less than 10, but it's probably more than 5. But this Vagabond works fine. I like this mission. I think that's where I'm a little bit more biased. I like this mission. This ship does it perfectly every time. I've left this in Burner Ashimu's mission for 6 hours before, and they couldn't kill me. Wasn't by design. I'll be honest, I completely forgot about it, came back and was like, oh, I'm still on the mission. I went out to the cinema, had a meal, came back and it was still running on me, on my handheld. I've got an ROG Ally that runs Eve, and it was still running. Like, oh shit. Is there something special with the damsel mission? Just wondering because you were talking about something. Yeah, with damsel, if you kill Zor, you've got about somewhere between a 4 and 5% chance of getting the Zor implant, but the good one, not the shit one. So if we go, there we go. Let's say 2025. We go down here, this one. That implant's worth right now apparently 120 million. I still say 100. Now, if you work out how many of those I got against how many of those I got, ends up being about 5%. But it makes that mission worth just running it for the chance of getting the implant. I was wondering how the succubus buff affected the build. Survival? I'm working on an updated angel build. I'm trying to find a way of getting a second damage mod in, because you don't need 2 flux coils anymore. Well, not flux. Yeah, they are flux coils. You don't need 2. I can get more damage on that ship. I'm certain of it. I need a bit of time to figure it out. Right, let's have a quick look. Shoot. Decided to run missions game because of the stream. The first one is an anomic mission. Anomic agent mission. I don't think I can run Crypt 2 lasers. That could be a problem with that build. Where do you tell them about where do your skill points lie? Because there are more than just that build you could run. Any joy with a Nurgle? Alright, we're in range of that one. Well, if you're averaging it over time, Cracker the Lurker, yeah. The way I look at it, I did 834 runs of that mission, and I got 42 of the implants. But over the year, if you shoot, even if you say they're 100 mil a piece, still made an extra 4.2 billion off that mission. And if I was selling the hacker cards last year, I would have made 10 to 15 million per hacker card times 834. I would have slayed ISK last year. There isn't really a missile one that works for that I know of. If you did blasters, you could use a Daredevil and go the buffer fit. Nurgle works. Sniper's live. Well, we'll go over at the end of this mission, but thank you, Alchemist. This is telling Ramal, mate. This is where I mentioned earlier. Sometimes you've just got to plough the skill points into it, because the Succubus is probably one of. It's not the cheapest build. That is definitely going to be the Daredevil. You can get that scary cheap, but it's a buffer shield build. So if you make a mistake and it takes too long, you die. Things like the Nurgle and the Succubus, they can survive the test of time on that mission. But telling me, I'm glad you started doing missions because of us again. I mean, seriously, that's what I do this for. Yeah, you start doing missions, you maybe start liking it again. If you start liking it again, you start doing more. The more you do, the more you'll make. The more you make, the more you want to do it. But as anyone that does level 4 missions knows, you can pick up a mission do one mission, and you can leave it there. Or you could spend 8 hours grinding. You get out what you put in. Risty, again, is going to be my biggest... How can I describe it? Biggest example here when I talk about this. Yeah, you can... I mean, Conquist, I'm just reading your last message. I don't think we've taken too long on this. Yes, Ashimu takes a little while to kill. But I've seen builds that are a lot slower. I do actually have small blast strike to level 4, but okay. I'm assuming you're in Care Bear's Den because I can see a character name with your name pretty much. So let's try and multitask. There are other builds, and I do have those builds. I don't think that's the one. That's the one. If you use that build and you use blasters, right? Keep the guns separate so you can, overheat if you have to. But you warp in the mission. You quite literally just hit approach. Web the Dremel. Yeah, it's Dremel. Web the Dremel immediately and just start firing. Overheat your guns. It will not last more than a minute under fire. But that build will work. It's just because it's a buffer thing, because you haven't got any active tank. It is quite literally, you make a mistake, it gets away, you're dead. You do it right, you warp in, you just... I don't know whether you approach... Conquist probably knows better on this one than me. I don't know whether you keep at range or approach, because it's been so long since I've used this build. But let's just say you keep at range 1,000. You are never going to get that close. But you always run that build for the trainers. Okay, so keep at range 1.7k. I mean, we probably should jump on this build in the future and just give it a test. Because Conquist, I'll put my hands up and go, I didn't like this build when it came out, but I know it works. I used it for many years myself. Just never felt comfy in it. You're gonna die if you... Yeah, it's more... The one I always had, dude, was... I'd warp in, but if I was distracted in any way, I wouldn't catch it before it was out of range. But given the fact that's got 90% webs and dual web, you're going to slow that bugger down hard. I mean, if you guys want, I'll buy that build over the next day and we'll try it tomorrow if I get the mission. I don't mind doing it. 150 mil is nothing. But for science, it's good. The goods or implants should increase in value because the fewer people that will run the missions have codes. I mean, Conquist, let's be fair. So I'm sorry I'm reading messages out of order here. That implant's already gone up because last year it was 70-80 million. At Christmas it was 100 mil. So in the last few weeks it's gone up to averaging 120 on the estimate for the game. So it is seemingly on an upward trend. I mean, I just averaged it to 100 mil. Last year, with how many of those I got, that would pay for 3 Marauders to completely die. So the Kronos that I use for Damsel, guys, is what, about 1.4 bill. If I sold all those all those Zor implants just on their own, it's paid for my ship with them alone 3 times over. Now, it takes a couple of minutes to do the mission. And as long as you go in with the right mindset, it doesn't take long to do it. Go in, shoot the station, shoot Zor, get the Zorek, get out. That's all you have to do. And there are other ways of doing it. You could use a Raven and micro jump 100 kilometers up, drop a mobile tractor unit, and then just fire the best ammo you can straight down at the station and Zor, and then just pull the Rex in. Maybe shoot the one that drops from the station first. Because that's how me and Risty were doing it when we were doing super budget, super everything. But tell them, mate. I hope that if you want to try it, that build will work. It's getting the process down. It's literally get in, keep it range, like Conky said. Set it manually. Set it so if you're not sure how, which I hope you are, you can just right click here, set default keep at distance, and then just write in 1700. But the sensitivity just decline it. Oh yeah, mate. I mean, I don't run that one for. I don't run. What's it called for the money specifically. I also like Damsel in Distress. I like the hacker cards. I like it's a good way of keeping tally of how many missions I've done. Okay, Discougan, mate. No, I'm about raid over to Sniper anyway. So at the end of this mission, once we've docked, if you can give me another 2 or 3 minutes, dude, you can be in the final giveaway of the stream for the partner skin. But that's up to you. I'm not forcing you. Right. In fact, if you want, I'll do it now while we're en route. Right, so we'll complete that. Because I don't know whether I can keep you for another minute, but I'm going to try. So guys, my giveaways are still 1 minute. Just like they were like 5-10 minutes ago. Now, it's going to be the same thing, exclamation rigged, and you've got a minute from now. Discougan, I'm trying for you, brother. I'm trying. I mean, if you want to, Discougan, enter, go. I will give you your prize if you win. Because I've kept you. I know Franz is your character, and I know you've won from me before. So. Did that actually get you in? Discougan, just do rigged again. Exclamation rig. Let's just be safe. Rather be safe than sorry. There you go. Now I see you're in it. Don't know whether the message you put at the start of the thing didn't see you. So I like to reward people for being here. So if it means I do it a little bit sooner, I'd rather give you the chance, is the best way of putting it. Right. Giveaway's over. And my giveaway crashed. Right, give me one second. I just have to reset. I mean, Discougan, if you want to go, if for some reason you did win, one, it looks incredibly sus, and 2, I'd still give you a pick winner. Red Wolf. But at least we tried. We tried. Red Wolf, I just need your in-game name for legal reasons, and I will get over the Stratio skin to you. Really should set a 1 minute timer, because it's 1 minute pickup as well. Ah, there we go. Oh, you're not even in Care Bear's Den. An arrow in my heart. I am just going to say, just in case anybody does want to join, that is my in-game channel. Makes life a lot easier for me. So we're going to dock. We are going to get there. So the tune is there. Oh, okay. So many people have joined Care Bear's Den in the last 24 hours. It's worrying me. Okay, so it's in Jita. I try and keep as much in Jita as I can. I don't always get it there, but I do try. So we're going to create contract. I'm just going to have to copy that because I know this is the first time you've won. Oh, okay. Hey, more the merrier in Care Bear's Den, my dudes. More the merrier. Split the stack. We're going to do 2. I might nip up to Jita tonight and pull out some nice ones for tomorrow. Give people a choice. Now, I just need confirmation that's you, my friend. As long as I get confirmation, I can send this immediately over to you, friend. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll finish that. That should be with you now. I'm going to hand that mission in. No, I'm not going to take any more on stream. Oh, it's got 2 guys on the go. Fair play. Right, okay then. So I'm going to go big camera sec. So guys, it's been a pleasure streaming for you again tonight. Now, assuming everything goes right, I'm going to be streaming sometime after downtime. Probably more like 1-2 o'clock, so 13 to 1400. And then I'm going to go to 1800. Then Risty's going to take over till about this time tomorrow. So you're going to have a good 8-9 hours of potential burners on your hands. So let's have a bit of fun with it tomorrow. But I'm just happy all of you are here tonight. I don't know how many of you are here. I don't need to know numbers. Don't care about the numbers. I'm just happy you were here. Now, we are going to go over to a fellow bear who is acting as a goon temporarily. But he's doing stuff out in nullsec. But he's a good bloke. Good lad. And despite the fact it says ADFU, he's actually a bear. He's just doing that for show. I have to say it. I have to be that dick. Take it in. Just no worries. Thank you, Silversmith. Yeah, we're going over there right now, my dude. Bit of nepotism never hurt. So yeah, we're going to go over to Sniper Chris now. When you get in there, I just want you to shout DD. Throw some bears up if you've got them like these. Or when it loads. My stream deck takes ages. Or that. Throw your bears, but just type DD, DD, DD. Just something like that so he knows it's from me. But guys, with that, I'm going to say farewell. Fly safe, fly fun, don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. And then we'll have Risty tomorrow evening. So with that, I will salute you and say adieu and goodbye. See you later, guys. Have fun. Ta-da.